Movie Toast, the show here for you. Dennis and Adam joke about orgasms and sweet movie reviews. We talk about TV too, right?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! Movie Toast.
What is up, Toasties? Welcome to episode 244. Last week, I did a little bonus summer episode, and I had to run the boards alone, and it sucked because it was a mess. Dennis, you're back. I'm so excited. I don't have to play the music. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been warm, but keeping cool as best I can.
Yeah, that's all you can do sometimes.
Trying to watch some. Yeah, exactly. And then trying to watch some new stuff in the meantime. So I'm excited. I'm excited to toast some stuff. What about you, man? How you doing? I got some big traveling coming up here soon. I believe.
Yeah, couple of hours heading on a plane, heading out your way almost. So we'll see.
Yeah,
hopefully that goes smooth. Maybe talk a little bit about your travels and my travels a little later. But
yes,
gonna tease something here. We're gonna make a bit of an announcement at the end of the episode. So. Yep. Stick around to hear something interesting.
Yes. Big movie toast news at the end of the episode. So please, stick with us. But you know us. We got all sorts of buttery golden goodness to share with you fine folks. What do you think, Adam? You think it's time for the news?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
Cool. The loop is happening here, Dennis. So, let's see. Unfortunately, after filming for 4 months on Prime Video's God of War series, star Ryan Hurst tore a bicep while performing a stunt, which will take roughly half a year to recover. So the role of Kratos has to be recast.
Such a bummer, terrible. Dude. Yes, I was so excited to see Ryan Hurst in this. It's like I was pumped for him to be the leading man again, and especially something this like badass.
Like this is gonna put him where he deserves to be. Like he's done his due as a character actor or like a co-star, and now being front and center.
Yeah. Which we will talk about him later on in the episode. I want to expand on this more than I think we can right here, but super bummed though. I really hated hearing that news. I was very excited to see him in this.
Like, I feel like there's a curse here. Like, so last year while filming Tomb Raider, Sophie Turner got injured. Luckily, she was able to recover. They took a little bit of time off, and now she's back on set. But man, a bicep, like, and it's like, how do you like? You can't just shut down production because the millions of dollars, the sets, everything's But
you're better off reshooting all of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. And then and then I'm curious, how much footage are they going to use like Ryan Hurst's body and then superimpose the new actor's face on there? Because at a certain point, it's gonna probably only be cheaper to do that.
And it's like, who do you get? Who has? And let's talk about the fact that he spent so much time adding 40 pounds of muscle and just getting in that physique. Like, that's no easy task. Like, come on.
Fuck. Yeah. It's like the other actors I think of to have that sort of brawn that I want to see on screen are probably like a little older than they want Kratos to be, where I think Ryan Hurst was right at the right age. You know, he looks the right presence for the character.
If this gets a second season, and it's easy to assume it would, do you think they'd bring him in another role?
What a fucking bummer! That what a punch in the nuts that would be. Yeah. Exactly. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I think you need to give that to someone else because I should have been fucking Kratos.
Yeah, you're like, here, so I would have done this. You're reaping all the benefits of my work. Like, yeah.
I know. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Get Alan Richardson in there? I'm sorry, but that man cannot act nearly as good as Ryan Hurst can.
Ooh, I'm going to be talking about a new Richardson movie later, so good times on that.
All right.
And you're not wrong about some of that.
Oh, shit.
So I'm hoping in a couple of weeks we'll find out who's taking over. Like,
Right?
but I remember a couple of months ago we talked about both. We were so jazzed about this. Like, he was fantastic in Sons and
Yes.
everything else. Like,
Oh
in the
God,
movie
yes.
that he was recently in that made a lot of money.
Yes, sir. No, there's been like for me that my introduction to him will always be Remember the Titans, and even
Mm.
like back then at that young age, he possesses a range that in that movie was well explored. I thought like there was a lot his character got to cover, and it's not always he gets those opportunities because he's constantly cast as the side characters, which he does very well still,
Sure.
but he's fully capable of leading, I believe, and that's why I was so pumped for this. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's too bad, man. But I hope this also means Amazon will give him another opportunity
Like
like
another
like
show
that.
of that caliber. Yeah.
I want to see him kick ass, and I want to see him be the main.
Yeah.
So
He deserves it after
yes,
this.
exactly.
Like, yeah. All right. Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 has been delayed for a third time, and now the film won't hit theaters until February 18th, 2028. And there's been a lot of rumors of maybe he's shooting 2 and 3 back and forth. Maybe it's because of health issues. Maybe it's because J.J. Abrams' movie that's supposed to come out next year is so good, Warner Brothers has to give it an IMAX release. And it's like, or he just needs more time to edit. I don't know. But how do you feel about taking it's only like a couple of months more, but I don't know. Some people are freaking out.
I don't know. I think that sort of thing. People need to calm down a little bit. I think you're forgetting. There's so many elements that have been stacked up throughout 2027, the end of this year. Like full on fucking feature films are trying to sprint out of the way of Grand Theft Auto for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
That is like you lose a lot of money when you come out the same weekend as a fucking juggernaut game like that.
Yeah,
and there's almost no other game title that can hit movie theaters as hard as that one does. So I understand everyone fleeing, displacing their movies from there. So then you have that ripple effect. Okay, now we're going to move all these movies into 27. Well, now everything that was stacked up in 27, we got to offset. Oh, we don't want to be on top of Doomsday. We don't want to be on top. Like, let's stay away from the Star Wars movie. Let's stay away from, let's not laying too close to anything else. So I get it.
And it's like,
those types
what do
of
we
things
really have coming out in 2028 that we're jazzed about? I guess, yeah, we're going to get Secret Wars if it doesn't get pushed, but
right. That's totally going to get
like
pushed.
Yeah, they haven't even started production yet. So it's like, I don't see it shooting within the next few months and then coming out. That's a lot for a huge movie like that. But we've waited long enough for this. Why not just have good faith and let the director take his time, do what he needs to do, and turn out a good thing opposed to just rushing it and sucking.
Exactly. I loved this world of the Batman, the way it's being constructed so far. Let's respect what it is. I let them do their thing, I'm here for it. So just get it right. That's all. I don't care if it takes a little longer. People freaking out over all these other movies. It's like, I think coming up that intrinsic being a Star Wars fan, there was 3 movies fucking 40 some years ago. Waited a long time before you got sequels. So cool your jets.
I'm with you. All right. Speaking of DC, Jimmy Tatro has been cast as Gorilla Grodd in HBO Max's upcoming Superman spin-off series centered on Jimmy Olsen and the Daily Planet. And it makes sense because this series is being run by the people that did the show that he started over on Netflix. The what the fuck was it called? The one with the fuck. Wow. Research. It's a show I really loved.
It was his favorite.
Vandal.
Oh, yes.
American Vandal. Same people doing that, so it's like he started that. Why not bring him here? But how do you feel about him entering the DC universe as a Gorilla Grodd?
It's another one of those where I feel like it's about how they interpret the actor's performance and how that translates into what's obviously going to be a CG character. It's like Jeremy Allen White as Rod of the Hutt.
Yeah,
it'll show through. I think we just got to get there and forget. Like, that's the thing is I've not caught up with this new Superman universe. So is it going to stick out like a sore thumb that there's a full on fucking talking gorilla in the world?
Yeah, I don't think so at this point.
This way, yeah,
Gunn has a wide scope happening right now. It's like
right.
one more crazy. But I like Tatro. He has this dry sense of humor and this like monotone voice, and yeah, it's interesting to see that then translate as like a CG gorilla. I was gonna say ape, and I'm like, those are different things. He's called not gorilla, the ape. Come on, man.
Right, right. Trying
Yeah,
to think of, like, yeah. Oh, he was in Mike and Nick
he's
and
in
Nick
22
and
Jump Street. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yep. He was in
but
that as
a
Keith
lot of
David's
things
son.
I haven't seen, unfortunately.
He's currently in the Netflix show The Hawk,
The Hawk.
starring
I've
Will
yet to
Ferrell.
start that, so I'm excited
She
to give
was
that a
in.
start.
I'm a little bit in it. I think I'll watch it on the plane, finish it. But
Okay.
ooh, now I got a new thing to talk about in the post credits here. I'm just adding that to the list because I'm
Nice,
excited
nice.
to talk about something that I don't know if you started yet or not, and I haven't, but I downloaded all. Anyways,
I might have, if it's what I'm thinking
I
of.
wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. All right, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I have another DC story here. We're living in the realm of DC, man.
There we are.
Cobra Kai's Zolo. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to butcher it. Is joining DCEU's. Sorry, I'm gonna start that all over. DCEU's character Blue Beetle is returning in Mana tomorrow. It's interesting because when that movie came out, it was of course in a failing universe, and James Gunn just took over, and he said, "Yeah, Blue Beetle's not gone. He's gonna play in my world." And it's like, okay, what does that mean? And then popping up in a super stuffed Superman sequel that's not called Superman 2. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not as
this.
filled in on the current Superman run, so
Yeah.
it's on my list. But I don't know. Like I just think it's hilarious. He made such a big stink. We're not going to do the Marvel thing, but that's exactly what he's doing. So
And not even to the extent of Marvel. Marvel took their time and gave everyone movies. He's like, here's 4 characters here. Here's another 8 characters here.
right.
Yeah.
It's like you just saw Zack Snyder do this. You're
Mhm.
doing it again. Like,
and you talked a big talk, a huge talk before.
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Superman made money, but it didn't do what the studio was intending on.
No.
So it's like, is that a success? Better than Supergirl, but I don't know. But I will say, I really did enjoy the Blue Beetle movie. I like our guy from Cobra Kai.
Yep.
But it just feels weird that Snyder, wow. Fans would love that. That
right.
Gunn is picking and choosing. Of course, he's like, all right, we're taking Amanda Waller. We're taking Peacemaker. Now we're taking Blue Beetle. It's like, so how do we distinctly tell what's what? Like,
right. What happened to these are all individual stories. Now, when because that after finishing that last season of Peacemaker, I'm like, wait a minute. There's so much now woven in together. I'm like, I now I know I'm missing information because you're acknowledging shit from other movies that I haven't seen. Like, at least with some of the other stuff, I felt a little more informed.
Yeah.
Excuse me. In some of the other Marvel series, I couldn't sleep one night, blasted through all of Marvel Zombies in one sitting. Fucking loved that. But I didn't feel like I needed to watch 100 things. I recognized the characters. That was it. Boom. We go for the ride. It kicked ass. I'm up for more things like that. They claim that's what the Batman universe, corner of the universe, is going to be. I don't think so much anymore. I think it's going to be a matter of time. All of Gotham is just going to get folded in, and we're going to go right back to what the previous run of the series was. So,
yeah, it's interesting, and it's also like, is Gunn going to stick around after his contract expires next year, or after the Ellisons potentially, probably, let's face it, take over Warner Brothers? I don't know. Like, so maybe this is him just being like, fuck it, I'm going to do everything I can in this last movie I get a shot at.
See, that's what's funny is like, I feel like he's got so many fucking plates spinning now. If he were to leave, That would be so chaotic to then just
Yeah.
like, all right,
Restart a
now someone
franchise for a
else.
third time in less than 3
I don't
years.
think I don't think they would just straight up restart it. I think they would force someone else in there to take over and just keep it going. Now with a completely different voice. We've seen how good that fucking goes. Star Wars fans, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. We gotta love sloppiness. I mean, that's just speculation. Is he? Isn't he? I don't know. We don't know. Time will tell. But we know his contract does end next year, so anything is possible, I guess.
I bet like athletes, I bet will start going to shorter term, like 1 year. We're playing for a season now. Like let's just get through. We're gonna keep edging through.
See how well we can ride this shit train before the wheels come off of it.
Right.
Well, let's change to another cinematic universe here, Dennis. The MCU. Rumor has that Patrick Wilson and Bill Skarsgård are the top contenders to play Professor X in the MCU. And it's interesting. They're both fine actors, but very different ages and styles.
Because this version, now I'm curious. So the image, I forget the name of the character, but the image you're using for this Mr. Fantastic is another dimension. It is the he's seen rather villainous, we'll say. These two actors, I could totally understand either one of them playing this version.
It's just a random picture, so I'm not saying that's the one that's
Mr.
there.
Fantastic. Oh, okay. Well, because this, where the films are going, it would make sense for this Reed Richards to exist too. So we'll have Pedro Pascal.
Sorry, we're talking about Professor X. My apologies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Is that supposed to be Cerebro? I thought it was. What is it?
Apologies. Yeah.
The Maker or whatever.
It's kind of weird. Yeah. It's
you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like the Battle World or whatever version of him, or where he's like, he's become such an all-knowing fucking whatever. Anyways, now I'm sidetracking.
Sorry.
All right. So it's Professor Xavier. Okay. Now that's wild.
Apologies.
That's fucking wild. All right, that's very different. Yeah, so to me, that's like we're now talking about two very different aged Charleses. And Patrick Wilson, please don't do a British accent.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can accept it more from
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård, yeah. I don't know why. His face is like, okay, he could be European, but I don't want Patrick Wilson to fake a fucking British accent.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fun. I've not I feel bad saying
they're not the top of my list. Like I'm like, out of all the people, these guys, they're fine.
McAvoy fucking crushes it. I think he does a great job. But I
wonder if they're like, we want to do something drastically different from him and drastically from Patrick Stewart. But it's like,
I feel like there's other British actors too. You could still
100%.
But they're both fun. They're both amazing performers. So, I don't know. Maybe this is some weird cross-dimensional thing too. Like maybe it's an entirely different version of him, and that's why it's that's why these are the casting choices. I've already heard rumors about the plot, some twists and things that apparently from the comics, things have leaked. Like, oh no, these are the things we're aiming to adapt. These are the things we're totally going to ignore. And
I think I've heard roughly that it's supposed to take some inspiration from the run of the Young X-Men.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know. I get that. That's just something that I've heard somewhere. But that was a very small run. I think like a year or two. So
okay,
but I don't know. I'm intrigued, but we're gonna stick with the X-Men on this next story here, Dennis.
Yep. All right.
Another rumor here. Word on the web is that Adam Driver is rumored to be playing the villain in Jake Schreider's X-Men. However, some believe he'll be playing the dastardly Magneto, while others believe he'll be playing the deadly Mr. Sinister. Two very different characters.
He could do either one, though. That's what's awesome. I could see him playing a younger Magneto, and just he has that charisma and that like commanding presence. But then he can Kylo Ren the fuck out of it and go for Mr. Sinister, and it's the intimidation factor, the steely just resolve, like showing no emotion, giving nothing away. Like he's like not hardly even impassioned, whereas Magneto could be, and he could do both. So that's what's great. It's like, oh shit, I would be happy with him doing either one of those.
And it's interesting, after this rumor has come out it's been out for like a week or two. Kevin Feige was just on Happy Sad Confused, and talking about, oh yeah, now it's kind of a tradition. We'll pitch to fucking Driver and then he'll turn it down. But he doesn't say anything about the X-Men. So it's like there could be some truth to this possibly.
And then why are you making a point of telling the story now?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like.
But my question is, do we want another story involving Magneto? I get he is the main big baddie in that universe, but we've gotten some already. It's like maybe give a little breath before we get them.
There's that phase, because I think we need to. I think reminding the audience who aren't familiar with the comics, there's a lot of depth to Magneto. He has a code. It's just his lens is mostly bad, but he still values. He still places value on living things, you know. Whereas you have so many other villains that are just like, let's fucking melt the earth. He's not like that. He doesn't want to destroy the earth. He wants humans to know their place, and which is below mutants. But he can be reasoned with, and he has a fucking soul. I think that's the point of keeping him around. Is there are times he very much, and we've seen him, he fights alongside the X-Men many times. It's just a matter of when their goals align. And I think when the threat is big enough, it's all of us against them.
You gotta.
I don't think it's so much Magneto fatigue, because that'll be nice when he whips back to the other side.
I'm not saying there is. I mean, we've loved every iteration of him, but it's just sure.
You're saying, do we need him? I
feel like take a little break. I don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Fair enough. Yeah, Mr. Sinister is fucking brutal. Like without going straight. Well, I guess Mephisto does exist now.
Yeah. And rumor is he might be popping up in Brand New Day, but I don't know. That'd be interesting.
Because that is, I think, isn't that literally the story arc that whole thing comes from? Mephisto is the one who created the event that causes the Brand New Day storyline to take place.
Well, I mean, Doctor Strange did the whole no one remembers Peter.
Oh,
but yeah,
in the movies, but in the books, it's the whole like if you want everyone to come back to like the whole, because they've
catch.
They've salad tossed all of the elements of it into the other Spider-Man movies.
Totally.
So like, I guess so. The irony of now calling it Brand New Day is like, okay, but you've done the Brand New Day stuff back there. If I'm remembering my storylines,
I wouldn't be shocked. So
irony.
Now I know another name they were tossing out there for the longest time, but now he's signed on to other things. But things could happen for Sinister is Wagner Moura, who I think would be awesome as him too.
Sick, yeah.
But
interesting.
I don't know. I want to be opposed to the Driver. Like when I first heard the Driver news, I'm like, I don't know. But then I'm like, there's never fully been a character or role I've hated him in very much. He commits to the bit, and he has this distinct ability about him. So I'm like, I guess I can get behind it.
I know he's younger, but he's going to be so like have so much makeup and stuff, like prosthetics and stuff. After Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi could have a intimidating presence. Once he's got the costume on, you do the all of the stuff. Like I could see him carrying that.
That'd be interesting.
In the frame, yeah.
Damn, that'd be pretty dope. All right, well, staying in the realm of the MCU, a few years ago, Marvel was reportedly developing a Nova series for Disney Plus.
Nova Corps.
But now it looks like Marvel has greater plans for the hero, because Deadline has confirmed that Loki creator Michael Waldron is writing a feature film for the hero, and if Disney decides to move forward with the project, he'll also serve as the film's director. How do you feel about I know we're out of the cosmic realm now, but we can still fuck around with it, I think.
Yeah, because it's like I think it's one of those classic things of like, just because we've moved away from this theme of storytelling doesn't mean that doesn't exist somewhere. Like I love the magic side of Marvel getting added to the Marvel universe, but you can't forget the cosmic shit, because these guys are genuinely some of the most powerful fucking beings in the universe. Sentry getting added in the Thunderbolts film, finally getting like, that is truly one of the most powerful beings in the comics, and like one of the living things. Like all of the Avengers are fucking terrified of, because like if he ever just decided, which I think in some storylines he has, to just crack off, no one can stop him. With
That's
obviously
crazy.
the movie doesn't count, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Which they didn't stop him. He had to decide to stop, right? Like they had to convince him to
It was
kind
like,
of
yeah.
50-50. Anyways, sidetrack. Yeah, no, this shit is cool because I think this is the vastness of space and like that constant question. Well, where was Captain Marvel where was the Guardians when this is going on? Space is fucking huge. Like
Mm-hmm.
a
It's
lot
a
of ground
vast
to cover.
universe.
Yeah. We've never seen close to all the shit that is depicted.
And if I remember correctly, isn't Glenn Close and John C. Reilly members of the Nova Corps?
Yeah.
Guardians?
Are they still alive? Right? Like
I think so. I mean, I know
John C. Reilly
Thanos
should
kind
be.
of fucked things up, but I don't
But
think they were ever killed on screen.
well, what's his name from like one of the main pilots? He died, right? The Shaun of the Dead. God damn it! I can see his face. He was there.
Oh yeah.
Sean's
The guy
roommate.
who was Darth Maul. Yep.
He was Darth Maul?
Yeah, I know exactly. In Phantom Menace, he played Darth Maul. Yeah. Peter he played the Tick. I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong.
Funny. That's funny. And here we're like,
right? You just think of the one guy who everyone knows and loves.
Yeah, Peter Serafinowicz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have died on screen, but anything's possible in a Marvel movie.
Right, exactly. I always he's a funny one to put in there because it's like he's so malleable to what you need him to be.
Mm-hmm.
That like he's not. Yeah, I feel like he's not always the same fucking thing every time.
Right.
Funny. Yeah.
Speaking of the Tick, I just saw. I think they added all renditions of the Tick. Warburton, his version, and possibly the Fox Kids version.
The '90s cartoon.
I think so.
Oh, sick.
I know the live actions, but I'm pretty sure the cartoon's up there too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But so yeah, I'm intrigued.
Awesome.
This could be an interesting movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're gonna get some juicy stuff coming out of Comic-Con because let's talk about the fact they finally dropped the Doomsday trailer. It's like, why didn't you just wait till your Hall H presentation? Or maybe they'll put out something bigger.
I think, I was about to say, I think this is to wet the palate, knowing Comic-Con's around the corner, and this is where they're going to drop the next big thing,
Didn't they just put tickets on sale, I think, last Saturday for Doomsday for premium formats?
Oh shit! I'm not sure about that. I was thinking, for some reason, I'm thinking of Spider-Man, but I'm like, well, yeah, of course, that's close enough. They can do that. Right? But, Jesus,
I haven't watched the trailer. Have you watched it? I'm waiting to do a reaction, and I'm like, I won't be able to edit it, so I'll probably do it after.
Yes, I did.
How do you feel?
I'm excited. That's what I was saying before we started the show. Of like, this trailer is so much different from the other couple that they've released that it's like I'm seeing so much more. And one of the things I don't like is one of the teases they gave in the earlier trailers. They straight up revealed in this newest one.
Huh.
There's a character they were suggesting, and they decided, oh fuck it, we're just going to show you who it is now. I'm like, oh well, what? Why were you teasing us for a few weeks? Like, just leave. Sometimes you just got to leave those things be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You got to show me Spider-Man swinging in buildings. You got to show Peter struggling with his loneliness. You got to show Spider-Man throwing some heavy thing that this little guy shouldn't be able to pick up. And then a couple of baddies, and then maybe one good guy cameo. Done. There's your trailer.
Simple enough, you'd think, but simple doesn't pay the bills apparently for Marvel.
No, it doesn't. Especially when Tom Holland's gonna fucking rue the day he took the role. We're gonna squeeze so much Spider-Man out of that guy.
I mean, he's already been like, I wouldn't mind passing the torch to Miles, and it's like, now that you're in fucking Nolan movies, you're just like, I'm too good.
I think the man has
after leaving Marvel, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, they both have struggled to find success. Yep. And
I think he's learning from.
Back.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's about to say everyone who's left has come back.
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. I think he's learning his lessons from the people who've been in it for longer than he has, and I think he's taking out. He's already diversifying his portfolio with other other businesses. Like he's playing it smart, I think. And then the fact that he's pairing up with who he is, they've had so many people before them who've taught them how to do it. I wish nothing but the best that they navigate this crazy industry and all that shit, because they're just so freaking cute together. But
although, well, before we leave, sorry, I know you're ready to get out of Tom Holland.
Oh no, I was going to keep going. Actually, I just sorry, yeah.
So I thought you were like back to Nova. I did like the fact that he's like, yeah, Bernthal helped me out doing a lower rating Spider-Man movie. He's like, I'd like to do an R-rated thing with Punisher, and it's like, why don't we get that?
Fuck yeah.
No, sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
Oh, no, I'm with you. Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things. He's never going to fully leave, just like the other last two Spider-Man. You know, true. There's always going to be that thing where like he technically will always exist. So even if he does hand it off to Miles, yeah, Peter will still be around somewhere or come back someday. You know, so I don't think it's a big deal. It's not like he hasn't made his money out of it anyways. So.
Sure. Oh yeah.
I think it's honoring how he's played the character from here on out. He's so talented. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah. I think it's built in there. Just unfortunately, just like the other actors. But you're right. People can't unsee Captain America and Iron Man. Mm-hmm. You know. But I think we've had Tom Holland's, while simultaneously doing these other things, hopefully showing, hey, just remember, I can still do this and I can still do this. But
possibly, yeah.
Zendaya's doing that better than he is, I think.
Right, yeah, a little bit. But she's been I was gonna say she's been around a little longer. They've both been child actors.
Yeah, I was about to say I think they started probably not far off from each other.
Be shocked,
they were just in,
different things,
countries. Yeah.
Okay, I think we should move on from here.
Yeah.
So far, sorry. All right. After the live-action Moana bombed, Disney is heading back to the animated franchise. The Rock has announced that Jarrett Bush and Dana Ladok Miller are writing Moana 3. I feel like it makes sense. The animated one makes a lot of money, but I don't know. After such a harsh look at trying to make that movie.
Exactly. Why, when this thing is just bombing hard, are you immediately talking about making another one of the other? Like, it's like, all right, guy, let the stink air out of the room first before you start saying any of those words. Because now all I'm going to picture is The Rock in a recording booth with the fucking wig on.
And it's funny. I swear to God, I got to talk to someone else who's seen the movie. I feel like throughout that whole movie, it's a different wig in different scenes. I'm like, that looks different. That looks different. That looks different. I'm like, I don't know. I could just be crazy. That's a strong possibility.
That's hilarious. Well, we know that's funny.
Sorry.
No. Just you reminded me of another wig related story from another set that's not from this. So I'm not gonna sidetrack us this time.
Do you think people will have good faith that the animated movie will be worth their time? Do you think people are gonna?
I think they would have had more.
One?
I think they would have had more faith if they waited before saying any of that shit. Don't say it when you're still talking about press of the last bad Moana movie. That's for me. It's just like, oh, that's so poorly timed. Don't even talk about it. Do the work, but don't fucking tell us like while it's still sitting there fresh. Like that seems so backwards to me. But I mean, what you're saying is correct though. Is that going to make more money? Most definitely, because there's a faithful fan base. Yeah. Just don't talk about it right now.
Yep. Give it a little time. Like this next story, there's been a little bit of time, even though the next one's on a flop. Coleman Domingo and Tony-nominated writer Robert O'Hara are writing a live-action version of The Princess and the Frog. And I'm like, I feel like, why not? And Coleman Domingo, I'm down.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, that's really cool. No, that makes it's lends itself to the story lends itself to being live action. Big musical numbers and set pieces, beautiful wardrobe and locations. I can see lots of color, lots of lively music. This is going to be Yeah, that makes sense. I think that
And I'm
that
assuming
translates
that
well.
he'll play like the villain in the movie, like
Right,
that
yeah.
spooky guy. I mean, I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Maybe he won't, but and to bring in someone who works in the musical world to help
Mhm.
develop, I'm like, it's a no-brainer, I feel like.
Yeah.
And people love The Prince and the Frog. And that movie still holds up. I watched it like 2 years ago, and I'm like, this is a goddamn delightful film. We need
Nice.
more Disney movies, I feel like, in
Yep.
this vein.
And hopefully their supposed going back to animation isn't just rehashing, isn't just sequels. It should be taking risks like this story was, and just do it.
Yes.
Put new princesses are fine. New heroes to look up to. That's perfectly fine. Go for
100%. Yeah. Well, if we want to talk about going for it and old properties,
it.
I got an email recently, thanks to our Comic-Con talk later on, because there's a panel for Spaceballs, the new one, and they kind of
Nice.
put out slightly a premise of the movie. Here's what it all had to say. Somehow, Dark Helmet has returned 40 years after the events of the first Spaceballs, 50 years after the events of Star Wars A New Hope, and 1 year after the events of The Devil Wears Prada 2. The galaxy is once again under a threat. A threat so evil, so unstoppable, so completely lacking in any original ideas. This is... that is... has vowed, I don't know, there's a weird typo here, has vowed to bring back the past. Every last bit of it, with Lone Star in hiding, Queen Vespa on the throne, and the Schwartz stretched thinner than a franchise releasing a TV episode theatrically. The only hopes for the galaxy is Vespa's undisciplined son, Prince Starburst, and a mysterious palace advisor named Destiny. Together, they must find Lone Star, Yogurt, and any other iconic legacy characters fans are demanding before they discover the hard way that, well, some threats you can fight. The reboot is not one of them. I know that's a lot of things we're saying here, but I feel like that's on brand for Spaceballs.
Right.
And
right.
prequels.
Okay. I think it's like I still think there's fun to be had here. They're being vague enough while teasing a whole bunch of other franchises. Like, okay, you're right. Like that's the tone I would expect to hear for something like this. Really doesn't tell you much of anything.
Nope. It's like, all right, so there's a kid, there's returning characters.
We're
spoofing.
We're spoofing plots you've already seen. We're directly telling you we're doing that. Like, we're even telling you which ones. Like, we're handing it over to you. But you know it's going to have its own twist, and that's what that's what we're here for. You're here for the flavor, not for the plot, really.
Yeah.
And I'm still excited. Now, I'm curious, how likely do you think it is there could be a chance that this panel is also letting you see the movie?
I feel like that might be a stretch since we haven't fully got a trailer yet. And actually, it's funny. I sent out an email. I'm like, hey, is there any screeners or press junkets? And they're like, nope, just a panel. It's still too early. Now, I will say I could see in October when New York Comic Con comes around, they have pulled that type of situation a few times. So maybe in a couple of months. But I think we're definitely
maybe a scene or two. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, a trailer would be sick. I'm hoping. Yeah. I mean, traditionally there are trailers released during, so I get that would make sense if this is one of them. That'd be cool.
But I mean, I'd love it if they showed the movie, but even a couple of scenes would be nice.
Yeah.
Heck, just seeing Rick Moranis would be fantastic.
You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, awesome, man. I'm really excited to hear about how that is. If you can get on in there. Yeah.
I'm hoping this time I have gotten a couple of press tickets to get into Hall H, but not on the big days. But I think Friday we're closing out. They're closing out Hall H with Spaceballs, and I have an in. So once you're in, you're in. So I think I might luck out and get into this one.
Oh, sick. So cool. Oh, awesome, man. Very excited for your coverage of that.
Yeah. All right. This next one I'm intrigued to hear about. It's still a clamoring from the past. Sacha Baron Cohen has apparently secretly shot a new Ali G movie. I don't know. I don't care much, but
that's a character because I feel like, didn't you have an affinity for him years ago? Like when
a little bit and stuff. But then you just hear how shitty a person he is, and he's funny, but I don't know. It's hard now.
that's a weird character I feel like to decide to bring back.
Right.
And then like the
we got
reveal
Bruno,
was like
we got Borat from that show, but this character, seeing him now as an adult opposed to a child, it's interesting.
Right. It's something. It's one thing when he's like an aimless, like 20-something burnout that's like thinks he's the shit when he's really got nothing to his name. You know, like he's not earned any of this fucking self fucking involvement.
Yeah.
And wasn't it like one of the World Cup matches
he
showed up?
Type of characters.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm intrigued at the fact that they filmed a whole movie and nobody really found out until test screenings happened. I'm like, you can't really keep secrets like that very often. So
true, very true, very true. It's one of those I feel like just no one was asking for it, so it's like it's kind of easier to get away with it. It's not like you've secretly filmed a Spider-Man movie, you know, or whatever.
Exactly.
Like it's like, oh, really? Oh, all right.
Yeah. So we'll see. I feel like that's going to definitely be a streaming play and probably not really a theatrical. Yeah. I feel like not too many people know Allergy. They know him, but yeah, enough.
Right.
But a character that people do know, Dennis, Paramount is remaking A Nightmare on Elm Street for a new generation.
Oh boy.
I feel like we tried that a couple of years ago and that bombed hard. Why not?
Micro napping. Oh, I think we're micro napping. Oh no, the micro napping is Jesus Christ. Oh,
right.
And I felt bad for that actor that
oh yeah, Jackie Earle Hurley, was it?
Yeah.
Fantastic actor. It looked cool.
Right.
But just could not find the audience.
Horrible script. Yeah.
And I honestly, years ago, back when Max Landis wasn't canceled, he was on a podcast talking about how a passion project that he would love to do would be an actual sequel years later, bringing back Johnny Depp, bringing back the kids, and like tying the whole universe together with Robert Englund. I'm like, that could be cool. Why don't we get some type of continuation with Robert and like any characters that are like actual people that we know from the franchise?
Because it feels like the same thing you're doing with Scream or Final Destination, where I'm just like, not even. And what's funny is not even Final Destination, because we don't even have like a villain we can latch onto, or characters like repeat characters. It's just like, oh, do we really need to? Which is sad because I want to be like, oh, that sounds cool, but I'm like,
yeah, but it's already a franchise. People love it. You can go watch it.
You can watch, you can watch the originals. You know?
It's like, do we need it? Do we need it so soon after the failure of? I mean, I know it was probably like more than 10 years ago, but
I get what you mean. Yeah. We've got more Texas Chainsaw movies in that span of time than.
Fuck, that's crazy to think about. And we're getting another one too. So
right, which I guess I suppose why not? That franchise is always going to have a fan base right there, because it's one of those the original films were so good, had such a strong audience reaction. Someone's always rediscovering the originals and then going back down the line, so I can see why you try it again, but I'm not sure is it worth it.
I mean, I get Paramount, they're trying to revitalize IP and they're struggling. And that's the irony of them wanting to buy WB. They're like, we're going to do this and that. And it's like, you haven't even had a hit since you took over fucking Paramount. Come on.
Right.
Like, Jackass should have been a slam dunk. And that movie felt like a best of compilation DVD. And it made $0 at the box office. Why don't you prove yourself before you go make more studios and shit movies?
Right. And commit to more original things too, I think is really the...
Yeah.
Let's certain sequels, yes, I can understand, but fuck, man, there's a lot of them. We just got several studios just proved you don't need to keep doing that. So
yeah. So I mean, it's in early development. Who knows if we'll actually go? But nobody seems excited about it, so that's not a good sign. And I mean, like you just said, other studios doing it. People want original horror. Now's the time to do original. You're going to tell me there's not a new slasher? Fuck, Art the Clown only came out 5-6 years ago and is a massive hit and already feels kind of burnt to the ground, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. They've already hit it so hard. It's time to set that one aside. No, it's I'm excited for the, what is it? Not Buddy.
No, Buddy. Yeah.
Buddy, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking great. Like those are the things that are going to start boiling up to the top. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the
Now,
cream's going to rise to the top.
can I tell you, Dennis, buddy?
Yeah.
That's my number one excitement for Comic-Con. There's going to be a breakfast with Buddy, and then a screening, and then a press thing. So I'm like,
dude,
that is
awesome.
my number one, because
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of the trailers. I just heard all the hype out of South by Southwest. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm not going to watch anything. I'm going to go in cold. And I'm excited as hell. They just put out a new teaser for it. Like,
Oh, okay.
it looks so badass. Sounds badass.
Yeah. I've only seen one, and it was already enough to sell me on it.
Right?
But what's interesting is what I've been reading online, people talking about, because that runs back to Nightmare on Elm Street here. It doesn't even have to be original stories, because a lot of these people are pointing out, it's like, oh no, this is some creepypasta from like fucking 15 years ago, like almost word for word. Buddy is like essentially this story that was kicked around online for a while. That like, I started reading through some of it. I'm like, oh shit, this is scary. I like where this is going. There are so many stories, so many like viral tall tales that people like to pass around that already have been made into movies, are doing so again, and I think there's a lot more to discover. That's the next untapped market. Not just video games, not just novels, but these like internet fantasies, folklore. There you go. That's the shit. You know, we've already done a little bit of Slender Man stuff, but those are the types of things.
They have a huge cult following, but they're not huge, so it's like a new audience can find it, and people who already love it are going to clamor, and that's going to bring box office up, and you don't going to spend a lot of money on these things.
Yep.
Why not?
Exactly. Especially when, like, for some of these, there's like almost no copyright for you to actually get the rights for. That's the hard part.
Did you hear about what's happening with Backrooms things? There's been a lot of cease and desist, and like, because apparently they can't tell this was already before this movie like, it's a tough line we're living in with this.
Exactly, because like much like the story Candle Cove, or Candle, I think is what the one that Buddy people are comparing it to. It's this, like, when so many hands have probably contributed to it as it's getting copied and pasted and reposted, and there's times people will go in and then like adjust little bits of the story, because I always think it's funny. You go back and read the comments, like, oh, wait a minute, I don't like this version of much. Did you add this ending part? No, I didn't add it. I copied it from this location. And it starts growing and evolving. And it's funny, like, you can't, what are you going to do? Track down these Reddit usernames to like figure out who wrote this or that? Like, and that's going to be that seeing how that lands will be very informative to see how other studios then start picking after these other stories that float around, I think it'll be very informative in the near future, but I think this is also a very untapped market that they can start taking advantage of. Yeah, there's other stories that are very, not really popular, but other stories that are successful in their own audience. Use them.
True. Why not? Yeah, it's a built-in market right there.
Exactly.
It's untapped. It's the Wild West. It's the gold mine.
Yep.
Prospect. All right, we got one more story here, Dennis.
All right.
And it's a retro one again.
Woo woo.
All right, so a couple of weeks ago we talked about the fact that Landis and Danny McBride did competing scripts. Then we found out Landis wasn't moving forward. Last week I was talking about the fact that Danny McBride has mentioned it's not going to be a comedy. It's going to be an action thriller, and it's going to be set in the town of Springfield, where everyone is secretly a member of Cobra. Well, now it's been announced that this will be Danny McBride's theatrical debut as a director. How do you feel about McBride stepping in, doing an action movie, a G.I. Joe movie?
Fuck yeah. I think he's well capable. I think that's within his talents. He's shown the way he creates series, even within those series. I mean, Gemstones had some badass, like, action-y episodes, and Vice Principals did some cool shit with that at times too. Just go back and rewatch Tropic Thunder. The way he carries that character. I know he's not directing there, but you try and tell me Ben Stiller didn't. He and Ben Stiller didn't work together, and how those characters work. And can I just say, before we get too away from the storyline. I love the artwork you chose for this, because as soon as you brought it up, the first thing I saw, the guy standing behind Joe, I forget the character's name, but 1,000% to me just looks like Jay Chandra Scott Super Troopers. All I could see.
Yep. I'm like, if you don't get him as that character, you're making a mistake, McBride. Sure, he's already done it in 3 Super Trooper movies, but
just get his arms a little, get him back to this little definition there.
Puff.
Done. Yeah.
Right.
He's got it.
All right, I'm happy because even as it's up right now, I'm just looking at. I'm like, yeah, that's what Stoney. I forget what his name is. I got to do a rewatch of those before.
Thorny. Yeah.
Thorny. Yeah.
He's got. I just want.
Those guys are doing a pop up through fucking San Diego. Where they're serving pancakes with good old fashioned maple syrup. So
awesome. Can you get a coffee with a stick of butter in it?
Oh, that'd be awesome. And I have you seen some of the things they're doing for like theaters? Like they're doing a liter of soda. They're doing like interesting looking popcorn buckets and stuff. They're trying, man.
Funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I feel like McBride has directed some fantastic TV. He understands. Seems like he's a fan of G.I. Joe.
Yes.
When he went in to pitch the movie, he this is how nerdy he was. He had deep cut. He's like, it should be a Dreadnoks movie, and it's like we can't just make a subgenre set of characters from a universe that we haven't established yet.
Right.
So it's like if he's willing to dive that deep, I feel like all right, let's awesome. Give him a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he said like some people have like Star Wars and stuff like that, but G.I. Joe was his thing as a kid. So it's like, I'm happy. I feel like this could work.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think that's some fresh blood getting flowing through that story, that universe. And ideally it's a page 1, Let's not try to fucking sequel out the last ones. Let's just I'm excited to see what he brings to the table.
The same. Well, there's a table here that we got to do here, Dennis. We got to close out the news section and we got to jump on board a little thing we like to call polls.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what's going on here, but for some reason I have a blank screen. But this is where we need to be. On episode 243, we reviewed the latest John Cena movie, Little Brother. So I wanted to know, out of The Marine, Bumblebee, Blockers, and Vacation Friends, which John Cena movie is the Toasties' favorite? There were some other gems I wanted to put out there. I was going to
say, you picked so many that I haven't seen.
You've seen one, and I know you didn't like it.
Yep. And that's Cock Blockers. No. No, that's funny. I love how
Fernando. I was trying to get different genres in a way. I don't know.
Oh, sure. No, I see what you're doing there. No, it's funny because it's like he started off with the Marine. He started off this franchise that ended up being a tentpole movie for WWE films, or WWF. WWE.
And didn't do anything for him.
Yeah,
other people came in and did it
exactly. And then they started the other franchises like See No Evil and a couple other things. They then just like, do they even make movies? Oh, well, Halle Berry, randomly Halle Berry had that 911 operator movie. That was a WWE film. I still don't fucking understand that. But whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even, like this one, I can't even give you a fucking answer, man.
All right, I'll give you my rundown. I remember seeing The Marine in theaters with my friends back in high school, and I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? There was one bad guy who was talking about liking rock candy the whole movie, and I'm like, I thought that was the most hilarious thing.
It's such an 80s action movie thing.
Yeah.
But you don't talk about it. You just eat it, Yeah,
you don't
there's
have
that weird bad guy who's just always eating rock candy. Yeah. But.
Yeah. Bumblebee, I felt like his character was interesting, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Blockers is the only movie on this list that I've seen multiple times, and it still holds up. It's funny. He's like a dad, but he's a little more serious.
Yeah.
And Vacation Friends is just hot trash that sucks. So
Concentric circles.
Ugh. So I think
What's your choice?
I
I'm
gotta-
defaulting to you.
I gotta give it to Tina
Blockers.
Fey and Amy Poehler's sisters. No, I'm gonna give it to Blockers. I guess I don't know. You know what I should have put all the little cameos like him and sisters, him in Trainwreck where he's just like opening the movie having sex and like crying. I should have just done these weird random things, but I don't know.
The Suicide Squad, but that's I would have chosen that immediately just because
I almost put that on there because I'm like Peacemaker, and I hate it. I hated the character there, and loved him in his own thing.
Exactly, because that's what birds the rest of the series, like a series we ended up loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Toasties had to say.
Toasties, what you got?
0% for Blockers. So fuck me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
0% for Vacation.
That's right. Okay. Good job, Toasties.
I mean, this movie got a sequel, so I thought we were the only ones who hated it, but the Toasties did too, so I'm happy about that.
That's got to be Bumblebee up top.
11% for Bumblebee. I don't know why you look like Channing Tatum a little bit there.
Right.
The Marine, Dennis, the Marine. Wow. The Toasties love the Marine. 89%. I can't.
Maybe I'm gonna go back and watch this. I think I've seen bits of it, but
doesn't it still look kind of badass? I don't remember the movie, but that looks
awesome. Yeah. And you know, like that's back when they're probably really setting off charges around him and he's getting hit with he was still wrestling at the time too, wasn't he? I believe
he was still wrestling through most of his acting career.
Yeah. It's only just, that's only he just went back recently for a short period of time. He's like now officially retired or whatever. He did,
but like you said earlier, nobody ever stays retired.
No one ever really retires. Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah, so that really, I put that on there expecting. I thought it was going to be Vacation Friends, Blockers, Bumblebee, maybe, and then fucking the Marine dead last. But the fuck do I know?
Wrong. We were proven wrong. God damn.
This next one, I think you can partake in with me here, Dennis.
All right.
On episode 243, we reviewed Toy Story 5, and I don't know. Yeah, I did.
You did. Yeah.
Okay. It's been a month, Dennis. It's been long. So I wanted to know, out of Toy Story 2, Cars 2, Incredibles 2, and Inside Out 2, which Pixar sequel is the Toasties' favorite?
Oh, I did. Yeah, easily. Now it's more like I could probably order them. Cars 2, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 2, Incredibles 2, Cars 2, Inside Out 2, in that order.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wanted to put Finding Dory on there, but I'm like, that's kind of a spin-off. I don't think I count that as a sequel. It was really tough.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, that's a good.
Yeah,
that's fair. I think your pool here is solid.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, man. I think I'm with you.
What's funny is I would have guessed you might have swapped Cars and Incredibles, but Incredibles above Cars.
I hated Cars until the last TV series I worked on. The PAs, and we're talking about how great Cars is. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Cars is dog. And then one weekend I watched, I'm like, oh fuck, Cars is amazing. And then I made some weird choices along the way, but goddamn.
Did we need planes?
The Dane Cook vehicle that then became a vehicle for fucking John Cryer. Yeah, we needed that. It was initially supposed to start Dane Cook, and then they replaced him with John Cryer. Made no sense.
That's so fucking funny. It's that's one of those. I think what Toy Story is for our generation, Cars is for the next one right after that. Like Cars hit for some kids the way Toy Story hit us.
True.
This huge affinity for that Pixar film in particular.
Yeah, and it's like out of where, but I guess maybe we weren't. Well, no, I was always watching them, but like that one never appeared to me. I'm like, I'm like, the animation's lame. Cars, I don't care about.
See, that's the thing that appealed to me as it was the auto racing part, but and that's honestly, I think, a relatable trigger for a lot of people. The auto racing alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for
100%.
sure. I think it broadens
that's
that
the
out,
big thing. Yeah. Like it's tough because I'm like, I like Incredibles 2. I like Toy Story 2, but I feel like Inside Out 2 was such a surprise to me. I think I
Yeah,
go
what is
Inside Out 2.
Yeah. Like your first choice?
Yeah, as my choice. Yeah, my number one.
Oh, still completely different list then. I love how you said, yeah, I agree, but I'm going to move everything around.
I agree with you. All right, so I agree. Like it's weird.
Okay.
I'm part. It's I don't fucking
So
know.
for you, is it like Inside Out 2, Toy Story 2, Incredibles 2, Cars 2?
Well, that's the wildest thing. Like, I feel like it's Toy Story, Incredibles, Inside, and Cars, but out of the ones I've seen, and the one that resonates the most with me has to be Inside Out 2 for some reason. It makes no sense. Like, the other ones are top notch, but I'm like, something about.
Yeah. That's what's funny, because for me, I just think Inside Out 2 just did not punch me as hard.
Oh, no, and you're not. Everyone felt that way. But for me, I remember when we saw Inside Out together, I'm like, that's good. But I was like, overrated. And then I saw 2 and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It makes
that's
no
the
sense.
one well, if that's the one that spoke to you more, though, I mean, that's not a wrong, like, you can't get it wrong, you know?
Well, it's weird. Like I said, I wanted to put Finding Dory on here because same thing. I'm like, Finding Nemo, okay. Finding Dory, a character I fucking hated, but then I loved her in her own movie.
When you highlight,
made no sense.
Interesting.
I'm fucked up.
Well,
but let's find out.
I was about to say, these toasties.
Yeah.
Watch, it's completely different order.
I don't know. I have faith in the toasties, and I made this.
You made this, yeah, exactly. So you already know. It's been a while.
0% for Cars Part 2.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember I was excited because it's like a
spy
espionage movie, and they go to Tokyo.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And I didn't see it in theaters, but Strickland rented it, and I watched it in his room with him, but I passed out in the first 5 minutes. And then I think I recently, when I went on that Cars kick, I watched it. I'm like, yeah, that movie kind of was lame. But Cars 3 made up for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is my heart about to be broken? Because I feel like it is.
Maybe. Let's find out. 14% for Inside Out 2.
Okay.
So you're on the right path so far.
All right.
29% for The Incredibles 2, or Incredibles 2 is called, and 57% for Toy Story 2. So Toasties agree with you, and once again tell me to get fucked.
Kelsey Grammer is a great villain.
I'm not gonna lie, we rewatched that a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, I totally thought it was someone else. And then when I'm like, that's fucking Frasier? What?
Yep.
Like, I was so convinced. I'm like, I forget who I thought it was, but I'm like, they got him for this? And then I'm like,
because he's not putting on that New England like cadence, the upper crust. He's not like, when you take all that away, you forget, his voice is actually not like that at all.
Yeah, right.
And then of course, the addition of Jessie, a now classic character to the franchise.
Which she was kind of like, they played her off as the villain in that almost, and then it's like, no, she's really just sad.
You're starting to learn about her back. Like it's like, this is just your perspective of the world. It's not wrong either, because this is all you've ever known. And then Wayne Knight was great as the Collector. I love that. Was so awesome.
Right. And I'm like, why is he always a guy who fucks with something and then the story takes a plummet? Like Jurassic Park, that fucking, he almost put Baby in the corner and fucking Dirty Dancing. No, he was just in there. But Wayne Knight, I love him.
Same. He's great.
Yeah, well, that is gonna do it for Earl the Fools section, Dennis. There's only one major part of the show left, Dennis. You want to cue us up?
I would be lovely to. Was what I almost fucking said. You know what? I'm just gonna own it. It would be lovely to start off the reviews.
Nice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
I really gotta clean my fucking cup out. My water is tasting weird. I should do that before I go on vacation.
I mean, you got a brush?
Yeah.
You got to get that,
I do got a brush somewhere. And by I do, my brother does, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to use it.
Steel's brush.
Yeah.
Nick, he needs a brush.
It's something like, it's like, yeah, it's water, but it's like, it's getting kind of weird.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I took a dive here. I'm going to talk about a new Apple TV movie called The Dink.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bank has just been robbed.
Sorry about that. I mislabeled that.
Oh,
Son of a bitch. You know what?
All right.
Yeah, sorry. So that's
try it
trailer
again.
number 2. That's on me, folks.
No worries. Okay.
All right,
Misfire.
so I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about a little movie called The Dink.
Tennis, elegance, aesthetic perfection. She needs our protection. An epidemic is sweeping across our once great nation, and its name is
Pickleball, bitch.
Yeah.
Here's your pickleball. In the garbage. This is a tennis club, lady.
Get your pickleball ass out of here.
My name is Dusty Boyd,
You're crushing these old people, Dusty.
but most people know me as the Hammer.
How come you work for your dad teaching 9-year-olds?
He's the guy that almost beat Andy Roddick.
Walk it off.
Come on.
Maybe you could, I don't know, hook me up with something for the pain.
Take it easy with this, okay?
Come on.
You wrote a prescription for pickleball?
You didn't actually bring it to the pharmacy, did you?
Oh, of course not. I'm not an idiot.
I know pickleball is sort of dorky, but it's the fastest road back to tennis for you.
Come on in here. Let's bang one out. You know we serve underhand.
What's that?
Underhand.
No, I know, obviously.
Bang! Just take the temperature down. Don't have to hit it that hard. Dink!
Come on!
You want a rematch?
Yes, I'd like that opportunity.
You could be a great pickleballer. That was fun.
This is about a lot more than just pickleball. It's about the decline of humanity itself.
What can we even do?
We can duel.
Like with guns?
Sadly, no. We settle it on the court.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
I'm okay.
Oh, I get it now. It's like tennis, but easy.
You getting ready to lose.
Yeah, you little slut.
I can't believe that this is happening.
All of Roddick's professional achievements are all actually Dusty's.
I'm struggling to connect those dots.
Maybe you need to go to dot connecting lessons.
Nice burn.
All right, I do apologize. I try to get like TV spots, but some
That
reason
was
some
the
movies
Yeah.
that's the longing. Yeah. So I'm a big fan of Jake Johnson ever since New
Yeah.
Girl, and I'm always down. And I've been waiting for this movie for a while because like I listened to his podcast, We're Here to Help, and he was talking about doing it. And it's produced by Ben Stiller, and I was excited. But
Yeah.
I got a little. We get screeners for Apple movies and shows, but they've done something weird lately. Like now, it used to be I used to just email the void. I'd be like, "Okay, Apple, I want this screener," and they give it to me. For TV shows, movies will randomly appear before they come out. But now it's like every city has their own hub, and I recently reached out to one of the emails and that I used to use, got no response, and then I'm like, I got this other email. Let me try that. And they're like, hey, this is Apple Chicago. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not in Chicago. They're like, oh, we'll transfer you to Boston. And they're like, what's your numbers? And I'm like, not big. And because I wanted to get screeners for the new season of Ted Lasso, because I heard they're out for people in the press. And they're like, unfortunately, we can't grant you that right now. But then I get this movie screener sent to me like a couple of weeks before it comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can't get Ted Lasso, but I can get the Dink. I don't know why I had to let that out here. I was a little sad, but anywho.
Maybe not telling them out the gate. By the way, our numbers fucking suck, but I
didn't say it like that. I said we're growing, we're getting bigger. Here's our numbers.
Okay.
And I mean they're nice numbers for us, but
I
knew they were going to turn us
we're
down.
We're not like
no.
someone
but I'm like
big.
Last month, I emailed them for the Tatiana Maslany show. That was pretty awesome. That Jake Johnson's also in.
I think,
and they sent sent those to me, but it's a smaller show. Yeah, and Ted's a big.
I was gonna say it 100% has to do with the amount of faith they have in the thing. I think.
Yeah,
It's like I feel like I only just barely started hearing about this, and it's coming out in what, just a couple from
like
the time
2
of
weeks,
recording.
3 weeks, yeah.
It's really quick, so it's like, all right, you weren't trying to hype, which it has a stellar cast. I like.
Oh yeah,
so many people in this are so funny and they're so good. It's an interesting combination of people too.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm intrigued. Okay, so we've got a crash and burn tennis player.
Yes. So apparently, our main character, Dusty Boyd the Hammer, when he was a kid, his dad was like a tennis enthusiast, and he like really trained him. And that's all. The only time they bonded was just learning tennis, and he was just worked to the bone to tennis. His dad runs a tennis club, and he was on the uprise. And then he had like this like match against Andy Roddick, and an incident happened, and he had to give up playing tennis. He still plays, but not at that professional level. But he feels like he's a legend, and he's hanging out with this guy PJ who like talks him up to everybody. This funny guy Aaron Chen, never seen him before. He's like Australian, but fucking hilarious. So he ends up getting even more injured in this, and his doctor's like, you know what? Play some pickleball. And of course, the doctor is Ben Stiller. And at first I'm like, oh, he's playing a pretty serious character, but there's this weird thing here where he's like, yeah, you're not going to be doing it. He's like, is like essentially like telling me you're not going to be masturbating and this and that. But he's also like, hey, if you happen to go on the internet and maybe you're looking for singles and you're not looking for he's trying to sell him hard on like this like dating website. He's like, yeah, but tell him I sent you, use this promo. And I'm like,
oh my God.
And he comes and goes, and it's just, I'm like, all right, that's the Ben Stiller I know and love here.
There you go.
So at first he's opposed to playing pickleball, and then he realized, I kind of like this. And in the beginning of the movie, because the tennis court also has a pickleball thing there, and like he kind of gets an argument with Mary Steenburgen, and he banishes her from the place, and he runs into her, and she ends up kind of teaching him how to play pickleball, and he kind of gets in like a group of these older ladies. And then there's a moment where it's like, oh, is he gonna start a relationship with Mary Steenburgen? I don't know. They got a pretty flirtatious vibe going, and then it becomes like the country club is like gonna have this big tournament for tennis players versus the pickleball players, and he decides, I'm gonna play pickleball to teach my dad a lesson. And it's about, can he come back? It's like a little underdog story.
Underdog, teaching an old dog new tricks kind of thing. Like, but he's not an old dog, so to speak. Like,
they're teaching the young dog. The old dogs are teaching the young dog. Yeah. And the cat, I love the cast. Like I said, you got Stiller, you got Ed Harris, Mary Steenburgen, this guy Aaron Chen, Christine Taylor pops up, Chloe Fineman's in here a little bit, Andy Roddick.
She's great.
Yep. Fucking Chris Parnell, Patton Oswalt, John McEnroe has a fucking hilarious cameo. Yes.
Awesome.
One of our favorite, going back to Cobra Kai, Martin Kove is in here, and his character is a goddamn delight.
Awesome.
And as you heard in the trailer, this is one of the last roles of Lynn Mary Stewart, aka Charlie's mom and Sonny, and she gets a nice little tribute title card at the end of the movie, and she's hilarious.
Awesome. My God, when did they shoot this fucking thing then? Jesus.
Like 2 years ago, two and a half years ago. So it's been sitting. Yeah, I'm like, I thought it was never coming out. And I love Jake Johnson, but this is where it gets harsh. You can watch my trailer reaction. I'm like, I've been so excited for this movie. It doesn't look very good. It looks like something we've seen before, but it's a trailer. Hopefully the movie is going to be better.
Yeah.
It didn't strike the chord I wanted with it. It tried a little hard, and I think it might be in part on Jake Johnson's half because, he's great and he's killing it, but the character just seems too young and naive. Like, it doesn't feel like an actor of his age should be doing that. And I get that's kind of the joke. But I feel like you should get like someone younger, like even Sandberg might be a little too young. Like, get like a Jimmy Tatro, get like someone in their 20s, 30s, not 40s, 50s.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that who is in? Oh no, it was someone else that was in. Oh my God, what's the movie with he's the mattress salesman and they fake the kidnapping to get the money?
Fuck.
his buddy in that reminded me like that seems like that's an actor to play this kind of character that like when he made, when he was super young, he was probably some prodigy, rising star.
Yeah.
And then the downfall. So now he's like, the naivety would make more sense.
Yeah.
Like you should still be an adult. But, like, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not saying have like someone right after the incident, but I'm just saying Jake Johnson, this is like just essentially the character he was in New Girl a little bit. And it's like, yeah, that worked 15, 20 years ago when he was young, but now it's just, but he was killing it, but it's just like, I'm not buying this guy this age.
Right.
And like, yeah, I don't know. The movie, like, it has funny moments, has a great cast. It just is a little bit kind of stale, and it just feels like it's been done before. And it's funny because same director who did this is doing a movie we talked about earlier called Spaceballs, the new one. So I'm like, I hope it's a little bit better than this. And I'm not saying the Dink is terrible. I'm just saying my expectations were too high for this.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the Dink 2 slices of toast.
Okay.
So not terrible, not great, just mediocre. It comes out
like
on
you
the
if you're
24th.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
it'll be here before you know it. I was gonna say if like you a fan of this incredibly talented cast, it might be worth at least checking it out once. See how
I didn't regret watching it.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%. But you got a movie that I was intrigued by when it came out, but I never saw. So I can't wait to hear your take on this film.
Yeah. So my first review of this episode is going to be a film back from 2018 called Man and the Gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bank has just been robbed.
Step on it.
What did you say you do?
Well, that's a secret.
And why is that?
So how did the same 3 guys get away with all that?
Well, they haven't gotten away with it. They just haven't been caught yet.
Now there is just one way.
Old guy with a gun. It's just kind of a funny story.
Just one day.
The Old Man and the Gun. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
I gotta apologize. I meant to give you a full screen when we were talking. I accidentally dipped you out, so I'm sorry. But it was for like a quick second. I hit the wrong button. I'm really sorry.
You're fine, man. All right. So, yeah, as I said, Old Man and the Gun came out 2018. This is a film starring Robert Redford, Casey Affleck, and Sissy Spacek. Also featuring incredible performances from Danny Glover, Tom Waits. Get a little bit of Isaiah Whitlock Jr.
Badass.
Yeah. This is telling the story of a man in his 70s who he's made a name for himself, just spent his life robbing banks. Well, we'll say like he's been in and out of prisons his whole life, taking fake names. The man is just a serial criminal, but if he is not the kindest, most approachable, friendliest bank robber you've ever met. And he's just one of these guys. He just can't shake old habits. So him and his buddies, they'll spend days planning out these robberies, and he just has this certain charm that people just can't help but surrender. The banks can't help but surrender their money to him. It takes place in the 70s. I want to say late 70s.
Oh, okay.
It is a period piece, and it's shot like it's from the time period too. That's one of the things, honestly, that just truly won me over. From the incredible cast, I mean, the performances are fantastic. Casey Affleck as a struggling, he's a detective who specifically does these sort of like financial crimes. He works like the night shift, so he's struggling to maintain his relationship with his daughter and his wife, who love him very much. They just, they're kind of on opposite ends. You have this bank robber played by Robert Redford, who, although he's got his 2 buddies he robs banks with, it's pretty clear he's kind of a lonely guy. He'll strike up a conversation with anyone. He's one of those types of people you can make friends with anybody walking down the street.
Nice.
And Sissy Spacek, she's kind of this woman kind of coasting through life after the loss of her husband for a couple years prior. She's kind of just like kicking back and enjoying it. After a fateful crossing of paths, Spacek's character, she doesn't know what Robert Redford gets up to during the day, but they just hit it off immediately, and they're immediately falling for each other. And while he's trying to keep his activities going, he's also trying to maintain this blossoming relationship with this woman he's very much having strong feelings for. At the same time, we're watching the detective follow his trail and try to figure out who these kind old bank robbers are that are popping up all over the country. And these are just textbook executions of bank robberies. No one gets hurt, and they get away scot-free. It's honestly, I love the rhythm and the pace of this. It is 90 minutes. It moves really fast while still getting to savor these very sweet, heartwarming moments as we're watching this relationship blossom, and the back and forth between the detective and our main character. I loved this movie. What's funny is it was kind of like an on the whim sort of viewing. We just decided one evening when I was on my trip up in Oregon, like, let's just watch a movie tonight before bed. Randomly threw this on. I was like, oh, Robert Redford, what the hell is this? I didn't even hear of this film. No trailer. I went in completely cold, and I started falling in love with it almost immediately. The wardrobe and the set dressing, everything that sold us on the decade it was supposed to be in, I believed it. The cinematography was gorgeous because it was very much doing that 70s style of filmmaking. It reminds me very much of like the closest thing to a modern film, I think, that captures the essence of what I'm felt was Ocean's 11. You have these very pregnant establishing shots where the camera isn't afraid to move to where the actor is, or letting the actor walk into this large, beautiful wides that are throughout the film, but not being afraid to get intimately close with our cast when we need to. And it's got that beautiful film grain texture that isn't distracting, but it's present everywhere. Every cast member knows how to carry their character. The soundtrack was great. I loved the period music that was going on. It was just very enjoyable front to back. And I just wondered honestly, I kind of wondered how this one slipped by, because I wish I would have seen it then. I feel like I would have appreciated it too, but I'm glad I've seen it now. And I would like to tell you what's funny. This was a purchase. This is when someone's purchased digital library, so I don't even remember what service that is. But
I believe it's on Tubi and Pluto. It looks like
you can watch that. You know what? Fucking worth the commercials. Highly recommend you check out The Old Man and the Gun. I'm going to give it 3.5 slices. That was the wrong button.
We are killing it.
There we go.
Back. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is one that's been floating on different services back in the day, and I'm like, I want to watch. But I never pull the trigger because, like you said, it looks like a movie from those days in that time. And Robert Redford is a delight. I miss the man. Like, I'm excited, dude. You sold me on this.
Classic acting too. And everyone does it. It's not just Redford, not just Spacek, but Casey Affleck. He's doing it too. Tika Sumpter plays his wife. Her. She does it to everyone. Like, it's so, because it's directed so much like it's from the time it's meant to be in. The music is almost constant through the whole thing, just like they would do often in a lot of 70s 70s films. And I just think it is wonderful. Not all of the dialogue I think necessarily speaks to move it forward necessarily. And to be honest, I am not who the story is about. This is very much speaking to what, it's funny. Speaking of old dogs, this is kind of a similar thing. Sometimes you can't unteach the trick to an old dog, as much as you'd like them to settle down. This guy just can't. And how does he deal with living through the stage of his life that he's in while doing what he's doing and trying to balance his own inner peace with his own nature.
Damn.
Yeah. So I really hope you check it out. I think you'd enjoy it.
I think you sold me on it, man. But I'm gonna wait till it comes on the streamer that doesn't have commercials, because I am an impatient son of a bitch. But it's bound to happen eventually. Oh man, I'm sorry. All right, up next, I have a movie I've been waiting for a little while. Motor City.
Okay. Can I just
All right,
say-
now I am telling you, my movies are killing it with their trailers. That is a very visually stunning trailer.
I was about to say the most visually oriented trailer we've ever had to listen to, and now get to look at. Like, I love it. I fucking love it.
Yes.
Oh boy.
And of course, that was long as fuck to just sit there and listen to. But
So
let me tell
funny,
you,
though.
man,
I
was so sold on the teaser for this, and I think I mentioned a month or so ago this PR firm called Pixel Scene Media had reached out to me because they saw some of the trailer reactions and like, hey, you want to do some trailer reactions and stuff for us? So I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll get a trailer a day before they come out, and I get to review them and get different aspect ratio. So I'm like, cool, and I did it. And the other day, they're like, oh, here's a screener for Motor City. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm all on board, man. And then I was gonna go see it when it came out, but I'm like, I'll fucking watch it at home. Sure. So this movie, talking about feeling like an older movie, this movie takes place in the 70s. Looks like it was shot in the 70s. So essentially, it takes place in the Motor City, of course. And there's a man who
Chicago. No.
Yes. If you're a dumbass. No. Honestly, that's why I'm like the Motor City, because I am like, where's the city again? But
Miami.
No. You're talking about Arizona, Phoenix, baby.
Motor City, Arizona. Oh my god, the state of Motor City. Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, like there's this ex-convict. He's been trying to live on the straight and narrow. He's in love. He just got off for parole, and he's proposing to the love of his life. She just said yes, but before all this happened, his car was stolen, and he found it, and he's like, "That's weird. They just parked it and left." And then he goes home, proposes to his girlfriend. She says yes. Lovely. And then the police raid his house. Open the trunk. There is a fuckload of like drugs. And of course, it's like, this isn't mine. And like, fucking, he's sentenced to 25 years in prison. And we find out that he kind of got this girl, took this woman out of an abusive relationship and has treated her right. But it turns out he was framed by the guy that he stole the girl from. And now this guy is tormenting him because he started dating her again, married her, sending him pictures, just really rubbing it in. And this doesn't sit well with him. And he ends up breaking out of prison, and he goes on a revenge scheme and just goes like ape shit on anyone who framed him, because there's corrupt police involved. It's this like big web of like craziness. Now, I didn't know this, but I guess I'm just a dumbass, because if you watch the trailer, it's like, oh, wow, okay, not a lot of dialogue. This is primarily a silent movie, and that I was unprepared for. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, you just got a couple of things like being said. I'm like, okay, I don't know why we're getting a few words.
Can I have a guess?
Yeah.
Because of who
Do you
stars
think it
in
was
it?
that bad at acting? Possibly, but I don't know. No, because I then did some research. It was like that was one of this was on the blacklist for a while, and that was the big selling point, that it's a quiet. But I thought the same thing. I'm like, Alan Ritchson isn't the best performer, so that would make sense. But yeah, apparently there's been different iterations. Like I pulled up like the cast. I'm like, this isn't the cast. So here's who they have the actual cast on Google when you search it. But here's everyone else who wasn't in the movie that clearly at one point was attached. Amber Heard, Gerard Butler, Gary Oldman, Adrian Brody, Mickey Rourke, Dominic Cooper, and some other random people. I'm like, that is
another movie by the same title.
No, I think there was different.
It's just another iteration.
This was going to happen. Yeah, and it just fell through, and Google just has. So this movie stars Alan Ritchson as our main character, Cheyenne Woodley as his ex, as the bad guy, someone we know and love on this show, Ben Foster, man, and he's devious.
Yeah,
he's
love it,
fantastic. Pablo Schreiber, Ben McKenzie, and a guy who I recently saw in a movie earlier in the year, and he stole the scenes from me. He didn't really do it in this movie, but we were just talking about a show he was on recently. Lionel Boyce from The Bear, he plays the pastry chef.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
great.
he's in here, and I'm like, I love just seeing him. Like we slowly uncover like stuff from the past in the movie as it unwinds. It looks gritty, dude. This movie has fantastic action. It has
sweet,
riveting visuals. Like it looks like it was shot back in the day. It has a stellar soundtrack. Like I was like, oh fuck, they spent a lot of money on the soundtrack of this movie. And the plot was really good, but this movie's only an hour and 43 minutes, but it's a little bit tedious. Like it's like, all right, cool, we're watching him in prison, we're watching as he's just like working out and this and that, and we're watching as like Cheyenne Woodley's like going back to this abusive relationship. We're watching and it's like, can we pick up the pace a little bit more? Like, I know he's gonna get revenge. That's the whole point of this movie. Why is it not happening?
Oh my
man,
god,
but
that's frustrating. No, see, I hate when movies like you hype up you hype up that part of the action. You know we're excited for that. Don't like it's like the fucking Punisher special. Oh my god, that was so like
And it started the movie in the middle of the revenge. So like we're seeing like him throwing a body off a building and dropping onto a car, and it's like, oh shit. And then it's like, all right, let's cut to this other shit.
Previously in Motor City.
Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, when's the dialogue kicking in? And then I'm like, oh, there's no dialogue in this.
See that, and that part to me, it's like if you're not prepared for it, it's gonna feel like a misfire. You're gonna keep feeling these false starts until you start. It starts to sink in. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to feel like this. Like what was that? Wasn't it a Shailene Woodley movie, that alien abduction one? That was almost all silent. No, it wasn't her.
No, you're thinking of that was what's her face, Caitlin Deaver.
Yes, shit.
No one will save you, or no one will hear you.
God. But a similar thing where it's like you get these false starts. Like I know we're ramping up to the thing, but then I'm like, oh my god, and then it's just like I think there is a way to do it, but there are times where it really hurts.
Yeah.
The movie.
And that's like, sell it, market it as a silent film. Because if I was in the theater, I'd be like, what? Like, and last night I was gonna go like to one of these mystery movies, and I'm like, a lot of people are saying it's Motor City. I've already seen it. I like literally watched it like 2 days before, so I'm like, nah. And then I would have loved to have been in the audience to see people's reactions, see if people left, see if people were angry, see if people like
hear the responses to the no, that's interesting because it's like the movies that, like, for me, the things that get it right. Then you look at like how much dialogue there is in Fury Road. Fucking perfect to me. That that's enough. Doing it the right way, you know. Which it sounds like this takes it to an even further degree, right?
It's odd because most of the dialogue is just Cheyenne Woodley like saying like one angry thing here and there, and I'm like, okay. So our main characters doesn't even talk. But there are some scenes that's cool, like where we see like people talking, but we're like cut out of the room, watch from like a window or a door, and like it's like that's cool.
Yeah,
that's a fun gimmick. But when there's just scenes of nothingness, and it's like, all right, I know it's gonna pick up, but it never lost my interest, but it was teetering on that.
Okay, right, gotcha.
But like I said, visually beautiful, stellar soundtrack, great action. So I'm mixed. I'm really mixed, but ultimately, yeah, I'm intrigued to see how it does in the theaters. I don't think it's gonna do that great, but I feel like it's worth a watch.
Okay,
just maybe. I mean, see it on like it'd be fun hearing that soundtrack in the theater, but I'd wait till it hits streaming. It's you know what I call this one? A yellow light, Dennis.
Yellow light it. All right.
But yeah, so I'm gonna give Motor City. I'm gonna give it two slices. I'm gonna stick with the 2.
2 slicers. All right.
Yeah.
Doubling down on the deuces.
I almost gave it 2.5. I'm like, no, that would be disingenuous. But this next movie, I am willing to bet is going to be a little bit more than a 2 slicer. I'm intrigued to talk about it with you, but let's let you kick it off.
All right. There's this tiny little indie film by an unknown director and a little known cast called The Odyssey.
Who has a story about Odysseus? Some say he's in prison. Some say he perished.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Let's go!
The Odyssey, in theaters everywhere in 2 weeks. Rated R.
Now that's how you do a fucking teaser TV spot, folks.
Fuck yeah. All right. Nolan's going to make sure he's got all the bases covered. So yes, this is The Odyssey, the epic directed by Christopher Nolan that we've been greatly anticipating for a long time now. It is finally gracing the silver screen. This is telling the classic, the Homer epic Odyssey in it's a modern retelling of it, I would say. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
And it covers actually quite a bit of this chapter of the story, of the whole. It's an opera, it's a play, right? Like the original forming of it is well, fuck. How many books is it? 8.
The Homer, the Iliad, the
Homer's, the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Wrote it, sorry, the
Iliad and Odyssey are the only two surviving books, and the other 6 I believe have been lost through time. But regardless, telling the story of all of this beautiful ancient Greek, weaving thrilling ancient Greek tales in with their mythology. I digress. This is telling the specific story of Odysseus and his involvement in the Battle of Troy. Famously, the using of the Trojan horse to get through the city gates and defeat the city. And this is only the beginning of the story. Now becomes the journey back. We've been fighting this war for 10 years. Odysseus wishes to return to his homeland where he's king of Ithaca. He wants to be rejoined with by his wife and honestly get to finally meet his son, who was only a very young child, almost like maybe a toddler when he left home. He's been away for 20 years and things are getting bad. These suitors have shown up expecting the wife to remarry. We've all assumed Odysseus has died, yet
nobody's really talked about him.
Shit, I can't. Oh, I used to have all these names down really well. I loved reading this in high school. It took a few weeks to get through like a condensed version of it, but
I hated it, but I thought there were cool moments.
Yeah.
And as I was watching the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. The only thing that really stuck forward in my head, I knew a lot of it was going to happen as it was playing out, but the dog remembering him was the only thing I'm like, I can't wait to see that scene, man. This poor dog has been through hell and back. Sorry.
Oh God. No, I lost it, man. I just blubbering like me, and 100%. They could hear it. So my wife and I went to a Producers Guild screening where we got to see a 70mm IMAX print, and we hit the scene that Adam is referring to, and you could just hear these pockets of. We just lost it, man. That was so just soul crushing, but beautiful. So yeah, this is an incredible epic journey that we're watching, and it is 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Flies
but
by.
My God, it didn't feel like that at all. To be honest, I almost thought we were going through some story points almost too fast because they fit so much in there, and it moves at such a incredible pace. It never, for me personally, it never went too slow or too fast. It just it hit exactly where it needed to. There was no wasted character or effort anywhere. I thought visually, I thought it looked beautiful. Especially, I loved seeing it on film. My God, it felt so good to finally see something on film like that again. That texture was fantastic, and I think the performances were fucking great. I have
Damon's best.
Yes, that was the first thing she said when he came. I was like, I think this is my favorite Matt Damon movie.
He looks younger than he's ever looked, and we've known him since he was a kid.
Holy shit! I loved like a while back when he did Jimmy Kimmel. It was so funny watching it and just seeing how fucking spry that man is. Like it was like, oh my God, you're like he's crushing it. And he's so witty. Like the man is all there. He might be entering maybe his best phase of his career.
Sure.
That's what's incredible. It's like as well as we all know Matt Damon to be, he might only just keep, I mean, he may have just gotten better and better. And I think this film is an incredible testament to that being true. So
this and The Rip, go and watch. No, I'm just fucking around. The Rip.
Oh no, it's funny. I actually saw. I was reading an article about after watching the movie. I read an article about the Odyssey where the journalist writing their review referred to Matt Damon, star of The Rip. I'm like, oh my fucking god, really?
Not Goodwill, not fucking Ripley,
talented Mr. Ripley, not oh my god, the plethora of other fantastic films he's been in. No, fuck that last shitty one he was in. So I feel like we don't need to go into any sort of major detail as to the plot, because that's well known. What's interesting is what's different about this telling of the story. Visually, yes, fucking gorgeous. I loved this. The wardrobe department did an incredible job, not just on the soldiers and the citizens, but like the poster that we're using for the thumbnail here, that's on several billboards around town here. The armor of the giants just looks fantastic.
Practical effects, man.
Jesus.
Practical effects.
I got to, yes. I mean, I now, like, it was so cool. All those scenes on Odysseus' ship. I got to see the one they shot on in person. It's chilling at the end of the fucking Universal Studio tour, and it's like when you see the scale of it, you're like, oh my god, they got all of that. They got all of these people to do all of that shit on there. Like, so fucking epic.
And like, I was listening to just a clip of like Damon talking. Like, he's like, yeah, so we're on set, and I was talking to Chris, and like, I'm like, hey, tomorrow we're filming the Trojan scene. How are we all gonna film that? And Chris is like, I don't know. We're just all gonna get in it and we'll figure it out. And it's like, okay. And that shows, but that's baller. I mean, it's so beautiful. But that's the thing. I went from the week before seeing the live action Moana, and it's like, clearly this is all just green screen and like a pool. And then you see this and it's like, holy fuck. And like, there's a scene where dolphins come out, and it's like, damn, they got a dolphin wrangler. Nope. Just happen to be
fucking dolphins out there, right? Exactly. That when they're running away from the Cyclops, like the panic, the down, like anytime, like, I mean, anyone who's ever had to scramble downhill, it's terrifying. Now they're doing it in fucking armor with swords, fucking sheep everywhere. Like you have all the vegetation, but like you can see the practicality of the path they have to take and the terror in their eyes. I mean, this cast did such a fucking great job of breathing life into all of their characters. I don't think, honestly, no one dropped the ball. Every single cast member fleshed out their characters, I think. Oh, yeah.
I'm a little 50-50 here. So I feel like Zendaya, whenever she popped up, I'm like, oh, it's just Zendaya. Didn't really get much. And Tom Holland, I was mixed on. I felt like it was hard to separate him. Like, I'm like, he looks a little bit too modern. Some of the way he talks, but I get I don't know. Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I felt like as he progressed, his character got better. I liked him a little bit more, but I'm like, felt like he was kind of the weakest to me. But I don't know. It could just be me.
For me, you mentioned you said one word. That's my only issue with this whole movie. But it's not just him. It's the entire cast. I didn't their choice of phrasing in the dialogue.
Yeah, it was a little hard. Like, I know people were freaking out about it in the trailer. I'm like, who cares? That's the scene, the whole movie. And it's like, okay.
Now, for me, the way I honestly interpret it personally is that this is a very approachable way to present a very long, dense story where you don't have to re-examine or translate anything. It allows the scenes to be rapid fire. We can go from boom, boom, but we can keep going through the movie without having to slow it down and to force the audience to absorb things. People who may not be quite as literate with that, a more, let's say Shakespearean dialogue. We don't need to take it that far, but like there's this scene when you get Telemachus. He said, but I still think Dad is alive. Mom, why don't you? Dad, Mom. Okay, like for me, what would have made the dialogue better? Simply switch it to mother and father.
Yeah,
and
easy.
For me, the whole movie, it's things like that. It's like, let's just step like one step above where it was at, and I would have been totally fine with the dialogue. I didn't care about the accents. I don't care about like. In fact, I appreciated that because again, you're making it more
modern
more
and
permeable,
understandable. Yeah,
it's you absorb it so much faster. And that way you can truly appreciate the content of the scene. You're appreciating the weight of the situation. You really get to put yourself in those scenes to like a broader audience now gets to fully enjoy just how intense everything is and really get to go on this journey. Sorry, I'm going to have a little background noise. There's a siren going by.
You son of a bitch. So yeah, honestly, it's funny. Like everyone's freaking out. Well, by everyone, I mean there's a certain demographic of people who suck at life. And sorry if you're the ones listening or watching, but freaking out about Elliot Page and Lupita Nyong'o. Their characters are very important to the movie. They're not even really in the movie as much, and what they do is fantastic. But people fucking suck, man. Because when I was putting out trailer reactions or we were talking about it, and I put out clips. The things people would say is just so disgusting, man. It's like, what the fuck, man? People suck.
Fuck that. That's also, I find it's like, it's almost comical how people want to hyper focus on something that is truly only their own problem. Mm-hmm. If you just truly just watch the movie for what it is, none of those things, what you're claiming to be an issue is not a fucking issue. Guess what? Elliot Page is still a fucking talented actor. Oh my god, fuck yourself. Like, Lupita Nyong'o, incredibly talented actor. Oh my fucking god, get the fuck over yourself. You know what? At the end of the day, though, honestly, this movie is not for you. If you can't even tolerate that, then you have no business even watching this, and go fuck yourself. So I don't care. I'm with you, man. It is that part of that conversation has arisen too many times.
And I'm happy it didn't fuck everything. Like, this movie is Nolan's highest grossing film. This movie is gonna make bank. It's gonna be up for a lot of awards. It's like the scum of the earth didn't ruin it like they did other things, and that's the beautiful.
Good.
That's the power of a good film.
I think at the end of the day, there's even people within that disgusting group, they can't help but acknowledge, you know what? Yeah, this is a well fucking made movie.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, it truly is. It's one of those, like, there's been films, there's other films we've discussed on the show where, like, even if a film necessarily isn't my taste or genre, when it's just so well crafted and so well performed, and everyone should, it's still good to watch. Like, it's still enjoyable to watch. It turns out it's still a good movie. So I hope, not that I hope, I know this will clearly rise above all of that. It already has. It's made its budget back in 3 days. So watch out, Dark Knight. This might be his highest grossing film ever that he's ever made. So
I gotta say, man, this cast is fantastic. So many people are great, but like, I gotta say, nobody's talking about Corey Hawkins. I feel like he was great. He didn't get a lot to do. Like, I love him, man.
I don't think anyone's, because honestly, I didn't even really realize John Leguizamo was in it.
Yes, he was the one I was going to say next. I've always loved John Leguizamo's characters and roles, but this was him on another fucking level, almost unrecognizable, just killing it, dude.
Amesh Patel too. I want to give him a great shout. He's such a strong support and did such a good job in his role. The guy I wanted to get back to from earlier, Ryan Hurst. We got to see a little taste of an ancient Greek Ryan Hurst. As mentor too, and that was so funny because there was that moment of like afterwards, I was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize that's where the word came from." Literally, it's like it's like that's where the word mentor comes from. Playing mentor, but and he did like, just it really was that good. But again, I love it's like that. What is it? That Japanese artistic tradition. Appreciating the art even for its imperfections, because I think it's those things are what make this telling of the story stand out. That's what makes this version unique. I can forgive a few words spoken that I may not like quite as much, because that's all it really comes down to. It's so minor. It's this tiniest blemish on a beautiful canvas. So
and one of the things I loved besides the visuals, besides the cast, the sound design of this movie, dude.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I went to see it in this brand new theater, so brand new sound system and stuff. My seat was like shaking the whole movie. Me and my buddy were outside of the theater after the movie talking for a while. And my friend's like, "Oh, there's a thunderstorm off and we're like, "No, that's just the fucking movie playing
that's the next
in
screening."
the theater." Yeah, it was insane.
I jumped a little bit that first time. Travis Scott with the staff, boom, boom, boom. Like it just that, like it was like, oh fuck, oh we're not joking around here. This is gonna hit you right in the chest, and it did. But it also didn't live there the whole time. It only gave that to you when it earned it.
Dude, one of the most intense was the scene on the ship where like the rain's pouring. I think it was it the sirens, or when they were trying to
Poseidon.
He was like, yeah.
Poseidon was pissed. It was right after they left that's when the storm, right?
Yes.
Or no. Are you thinking after they ate of Apollo's flock?
I guess there was a whole bunch of this. I don't know. There were so many good moments.
No, that's the really bad one, because that's when
what I'm thinking.
The crew dies.
Yeah, when he's like, "I'm sorry, I knew it was going to happen. I was trying to prevent it, but you guys fucked up."
I love, and it's those themes too that we explore. That like it doesn't matter how many, like doesn't matter, and it shows. Homer knew then. These are such human stories, and it's such a human instinct to like the self-examination. Am I worthy? What like should I not pay for my sins, for my actions? And you know what? Sometimes it's like, don't punish yourself. Sometimes the world just sucks. You know, like it doesn't matter what you do.
Even after doing terrible things, like with Samantha Morton's character, he could have killed her, could have done terrible things, but he's like, you know, we're gonna leave her be. We're gonna take what we need. We could do worse, but we're not gonna.
Yeah,
and then like seeing PTSD and everything, it's like so relatable. Like it's crazy.
The journey to find the ability to forgive oneself, that is an incredible struggle for so many people, and it's something that I don't, it's one of those mental health things that no one likes to talk about, but it is true for most of the population, I feel, to one degree or another. And to look at it through this lens, and I was able to do some of my own self-reflection. I think it's such a human thing to speak to. That's why this story will never be out of fashion. This will always apply to humanity and to civilization. Human just culture. It is always true. I very much enjoyed this film.
I went in being like, I don't know, but then I'm like, fuck, I gotta see it again. And like, I was pissed because like a week or two before it came out, like I saw one of the 40 theaters in the world playing it. It was like in Providence, and I'm like, in IMAX 70 million. I'm like, oh, a lot of seats. I'm not gonna worry. I'll buy it like a couple days before, and then I'm like, oh no, I made a mistake. Fucking, if we weren't recording tonight, I would have gone to see it again tonight because it was the first opening of decent seats.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, whatever. But yeah, like you said, it looks beautiful on film, because I just saw the epilogue in front of Project Hail Mary on film, and I'm like, that looks sexy, and I can only imagine the whole movie. And that's what I'm like. The movie looks good on digital, but seeing the way it was supposed to be shot, and the aspect ratios, like the way it was so interesting. Like before I went to see it, like Sarah's like, what is this? She's like, showed me her phone, like someone had showed like, this is what it looks like in standard, this is IMAX. I'm like, oh, they shot it in IMAX. Like trying to explain it, it's like, why? I'm like, it's just different ways, different styles, different looks. It's like film aficionado scare,
and it's more like it's literally more movie, like it actually takes, it's not just you're seeing more. No, it takes more work. You need to build out a bigger world. You're now acknowledging, no, you need to see, you're used to seeing this, but now we're seeing this, and you need to fill that world out, and it makes it so, it just makes it so much more real, I think.
And it's groundbreaking, revolutionary stuff, because it's the first movie shot in IMAX fully. And it's like, just to see something made, because we're not going to get many movies like this. It takes a lot of work to do that.
It does.
And
but I hope honestly that really inspires other filmmakers. Take the risk, insist on your studio, shoot on film, even if it's not IMAX, shoot on film, man.
Yes,
we like it makes such a profound difference. And I think there's people who don't even realize why am I liking this more? You know, like, wait a minute, this looks so there's a rawness that occurs.
Yeah. And like Nolan has said, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, but I want to make a horror movie. I'm all on board, man. The scene with the Cyclops, so fucking scary. And it's like it shouldn't be. It's just a fun, but fuck. The tension and the fact that you have these like badass warriors who took down a whole city, who are legendary, and we're seeing them running from their lives from all these terrible things, petrified. It's like the tension is real in this movie. It's raw.
Right.
It's
when you were saying that, it just took me back to Charybdis snatching him up. Just like that was a jump scare that was just like because that the first fucking bite or what I'll say. Goddamn, like that was so good. Because like even if you know it's coming, but the presentation is just so epic and truly reminiscent of the word. It is epic.
Yeah. There's no other way to put it. Like, I didn't think I'd love this movie so much, especially such a big runtime, such a heavy story, and the way they do it, like different points of views, but it pieces together perfectly, different narratives about it.
I love jumping back and forth in the non-linear format of storytelling. I never got lost in it. You were never mistaking where you were. You know, when I was younger, I loved when movies were longer like this. It took me back to going to see all the Lord of the Rings when they were coming out in theaters. You know, it's that I miss being this excited and not even realizing that much time had passed. And I can tell you that whole room felt like that too. The whole room was buzzing. Every producer was talking about this thing. And it just excitement. You could just feel people were just like, we're so in it. And it's funny. I remember going into the bathroom, coming back out, and you just see 20 people on their phones. And as I'm walking by, you could see people are posting and just like, oh, it was so good. You know, like,
and I bet most of those people already saw it too. Like they probably went day one, and
there was a woman behind me. She's just like, "This is the third screening I've been to," and this guy was just like, "Wait, you like it that much?" She's like, "Yes, it is that good." I don't mean to hype it up for you, but yes, it is so good. Just like, all right, lady, like I love your enthusiasm. That's really cool. I'm gonna give 9 hours of my week to in this week too. She's like, it's like it was only fucking Tuesday. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, that's
crazy.
Awesome. That's great. This is good old movie going that I missed. This would have been incredible to work on. My God, that would have
like,
but yeah.
Oh, also I didn't mention the soundtrack was fantastic. Like, the
music is
rawness
beautiful
of the music.
Well, that's that. I believe this is the guy who scored Mandalorian. Yeah, Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Grant.
Yep.
Oh, of course, because he did Tenet, Oppenheimer,
and I believe Nolan told him you can only use specific things that would have been available to make music back then. I think so. It was like a challenge to craft. I think,
but that's also like that's his wheelhouse too, isn't it? Like I love that his. Because I've watched a couple things about him, and he seems to kind of start in the abstract anyways, and draw out the tones and those notes that truly strike on that chord of what the film is supposed to be. He always matches, I think, those individual projects very, very well.
Yeah,
it's very extremely talented. Yeah, I know when I see his name go by in the credits, I'm like, oh, no wonder I like what I'm hearing already.
It's such a special movie, man. Yeah,
loved it. Yeah. All right, so I think it's about that time.
0 slices, right?
Wow, fuck this piece of shit. Fucking set it on fire.
What you're gonna do is just add 53 minutes to this episode and stay here and listen to us again. You don't need to watch this movie. All right, so what are you toasting this one at?
I am giving it 3.5 slices.
All right, I am gonna co-sign that. Like, I feel like it should be a 4, but
Yes,
hey, not everything's a 4.
There we go. Yes, see, I concur because again, that one thing I just wish the dialogue was elevated. Just I'm talking just the slightest amount. I'm not saying making it so flowery. It's like you start
still
to lose
accessible,
people,
but more believable.
But yeah, there was just a few times you'd snatch me out of it, and then you would immediately suck me back in. If I didn't feel those like jolts, then I would have given it 4. But that's the thing. It's like, for me, it's more like a 3.85. Like it is so fucking close to being 4. It's closer to 4 than it is to 3.5. But to be fair, this is our scale. It is a 3.5. So, but I'm with you. It's like it's so fucking close to being 4 that I truly wish it was there.
And that's not no knock against it. That's still a damn good score. Yeah. Well, that is going to do it for our films. We had some hits. We have had some misses. Hopefully, you might find something new to watch or revisit a classic. Do you agree? Do you disagree with us? Talk about these films with us in the comments section down below, folks.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe you're not looking at a comment section. Maybe you're listening to us right now. Maybe you're riding the bus or some public transportation and a lovely person is just blaring our voices out for all the public to hear. And you're wondering where to go. Hit us up on those socials at movie_toast at all your favorite platforms, including
they're buttery delicious.
Golden brown beauty right here. Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and all the fucking rest. As I said, at movie_toast. Keep up with all the upcoming news, some extra wonderful tidbits of movie knowledge and opinion, some other discussions that can be had on those platforms. There's a lot of out of theater reactions, trailer reactions from Adam. It's full of all the fun bonus stuff, as well as any sort of upcoming events. We'll notify you there first.
Although we did tease, we got some breaking news about our show here.
That we do. That we do.
So because you're watching and listening, we want to let you know first that in 2 weeks, we are supposed to be recording an episode on Sunday, August 2nd, but we're not doing that. We're doing something special that day.
That's
right. What are we doing?
Folks, it is time for Movie Toast, the festival. That's right. We are doing it. It is back. So please, if you're used to joining us on the stream, if you're watching this after the fact, please tune in August 2nd. It'll be noon Pacific, 3 p.m. East Coast time. So please check, verify your local area there. We will be streaming our festival. We had some hiccups up until now, and we're so excited to finally show these fantastic short films to you. This is always a joy for us.
This year we're doing something different, and that's why it took so long to figure out, like you said, the hiccups. We're doing it live. We're going to be coming at you live, raw. It's going to be different. We normally have some very well thought out, meticulous sketches and things going in there, but it's like, fuck it. We have this audience. We have this world to do this. Why not be able to talk in live time and actually put on a show for you? And we got fantastic shorts from all around the globe, man.
Yes, literally around the world, as we have every year. So I'm excited. These filmmakers have poured their heart and soul into these shorts, and we're very excited to give them another platform to share their art and to share their hard work with you, the Toasties. So if you're looking to join us on some fun short films, a little different for us, but really encourage you to come and hang out with us while we watch these films. And we're going to hand out some awards to these filmmakers. So come hang out with us and enjoy the show.
Yes. So once again, that is happening Sunday, August 2nd at 12 out on the West Coast, 3 on the East Coast, wherever else you do the math. We're not here to do math, folks. But
this is Math Toast.
If you're like, hey, but we still want a fucking episode, don't worry. We're putting out an episode. It's just going to be another weekly, another weekday episode. Might be a Monday, might be a Tuesday, possibly a Wednesday. But by Thursday, you're going to have the audio versions out. By the weekend, you're going to have chopped up versions hitting the internet. So bear with us. And at that point, guess what little movie comes out by then? A little movie called Spider-Man Brand New Motherfucking Day.
Oh, yes.
So,
God, you know I'm
times.
fucking cheesing for that one. So I'm excited.
Yeah. But
all right,
say you're like, I'm signed up. I'm going to watch the festival. I'm going to watch the show. I love this show. I'm happy this asshole on the bus doesn't know what the fuck headphones are, man. How can I tell you how great the show is? Well, you can go over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you're listening, or YouTube watching, and just tell us how great we are, how shitty we are, how we can improve, how we can keep kicking ass, just let us know any thought, man.
Yeah.
We're here to hear from you.
We take all those words into consideration because we want to make this as golden buttery delicious as we possibly can for all of you fans of the show.
That's right. I used to do the show naked, and everyone said, "Stop doing that, please. That's gross and disgusting." So
I can't keep getting so turned on when I watch Movie Toast.
Yeah,
I need you to tone it down.
It's rough. It's rough, folks. So thank you. We appreciate you watching, listening, and there's just one more thing you can do. One free thing that you can do, man. Dennis, what is that thing these cats can do?
That is, please. Stay toasty.
Stay toasty.
I'm the Dennis, they're the kings of the real. Reviewing new movies, they keep it real. Coast to coast, from LA to the east. On the podcast show, they feast on the beast. Adams bringing knowledge like he's Professor X. Dennis with cuts deeper than Wolverine's claws. I guess Marvel, DC, they know them all by heart. Breaking down the plot, tearing every scene apart. They got the juice like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Breaking down movies with a sharp precision. Adam coming in hot like a John Wick hit. Dennis bringing the heat like the climax of a Tarzan flip.
Woo. I think we finally got a good Stay Toasty there, man.
Oh, really? On my end, it sounded completely mismatched.
Well, go fuck yourself. On my end, it was pretty damn
good.
That
is perfect. That it was perfect. All right. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got that's just why we got to do another episode, because we gotta hit the pinnacle. Yeah. A couple things. I don't know. What was the highlight of going back to Oregon? Anything pretty cool? You're like, Adam, end the fucking show, you piece of shit.
No, it was like, great seeing my family. I'm looking forward to I'm getting helping a family member move. Funny enough, ended up seeing 2 movies I'd never seen before on that trip. So Old Man and the Gun was one of them, and then a movie I'll likely review next week. That is a cult classic Stephen King story. That's
Ooh, a little teaser, a little stinger.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
I'll tell you it's a story from Stephen King.
Oh,
but someone else directed it. So that, by the way, I guess that eliminates one movie.
Yeah, right.
But what's funny that movie I did watch as a double feature. So there's your hint.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I've been staying, keeping my nerd cred relevant, man. I have my nerdcore. I went to see my Swell Realm, my fucking Mega Ram, my MC Chris concert.
Oh, awesome!
It's a very fun show. It was great. Apparently, the only show on the tour that all 3 of them were there. Normally, it's either Swell or Mega, so it was kind of cool.
Oh wow! Oh, badass, man.
Yeah. So it's interesting seeing that vibe. And then last weekend, I switched up to another version of Geek Form by going to see Weird Al, and it's like, it's so interesting seeing different types of like your same people. Like while we were driving in close to the venue, I'm like, I bet those people I literally said, I bet they're going to see Weird Al. I know my type. And then like we were in line, and so I was like, those are the people you said. I'm like, I know, I wasn't wrong.
That's
and like
awesome.
then this weekend I'm going to the fucking Comic-Con, so it's like I'm hitting the trifecta of geeky
Hell
things,
yeah,
all
dude.
different types of nerds.
Oh.
So,
yeah, so I'm excited for you, dude. That's fucking great, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear about what you see there, man.
So, I mean, here's kind of the teaser of things that I have confirmed right now. So tomorrow night, gonna go do a little Adult Swim on the Green. They got a little early walkthrough of their shit. You get to do all the stuff before the lines and the people.
Nice,
Friday,
nice.
I'm gonna go to a Pan's Labyrinth party. That there's gonna be apparently some like drinks and stuff. They're gonna screen a new
Oh, sick.
fucking cut of the not cut of the movie, 4K restoration of the movie. I think.
Oh, okay.
There's gonna
Okay,
be
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
DJ set by a DJ I don't really know, but he directed a movie I liked a couple of years ago. This is a DJ named Flying Lotus. He did a movie I really dug a couple of years ago as a director. There's this Nickelodeon Fun Factory Energy thing. There was this thing where you could go get slime, but apparently they're all booked on that. I was so excited to get
Aw, man.
slimed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do a press room for an upcoming show called Yaga. It's this new fucking AMC show, but there's gonna be Carrie Ann Moss there and some other
Cool.
people. I got some
Right,
tickets to get
Trinity.
into Hall H to see a little panel for Brad Bird's new movie, fucking
Ooh.
Ray Gun. Then
Nice.
there's a
Oh,
couple other
awesome.
things I have, but there's some stuff. Like, I'm really excited. I think I'm on the list to go see Buddy and have breakfast with Buddy and then do a little interview thing. Let's
Sick.
see. Sorry, I literally have a whole bunch of random things here that let's see. Fucking is that it? I don't know. There's
Spaceballs.
well, Spaceballs, yeah, that's on Friday, so I'll be in Hall H. Possibly Friday going to interview. Someone reached out to me. They're like, "Hey, you want to interview Felicia Day and talk about her kickstarting the Guild movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not?
Oh
Man, I'll
my
do that."
God! Yes.
So I
Oh,
get
fuck.
20 minutes
I
with
hope-
her, hopefully. But they're like, "Do you have
Amazing.
anywhere to do it?" I'm like, "No, but if you find a venue, I will show up." So I'm hoping that works out because I like that. That was a fun little web series, and I'd love to hear about
Yeah,
the
it
movie
was
of
great.
it.
And she's wonderful. Like, she's a great
Oh, dude.
performer, and she's so funny. I love because I still follow her on Instagram.
Right.
And she just it's that she's so well connected into the nerd vibe, like, of everything. Just great person, incredible person, and one of my favorite companions in Fallout New Vegas. So
Oh, there you go. There you go. Gotta dig that. And then my brother really wants to go to this Candyland fucking restaurant pop-up thing. I'm like, maybe we'll see. Then I'm gonna catch up with the OG toaster Corey on a Saturday. Maybe
There
go
you go.
catch a movie. Maybe see if he wants to see Odyssey again. I don't know.
Nice,
I don't
man.
know. Just see, and they have a screening of the. Oh, another thing. There's this documentary coming out on VOD soon about the final years of Stan Lee and kind of showing how his handler was a bit of a piece of shit.
Yep.
I got a screener for that. I might download it and watch it before, but I'm gonna interview the director of that.
right. Oh, awesome.
I don't
dude.
have a
Yeah,
whole
that's
bunch
cool.
set up. I'm waiting to hear from some things, but I'm hoping this year there'll be some content coming
Yeah.
at you.
Oh, that and just taking the vibe too, man. There's always so much just like out in the world and shit. And I know when the year we got to go, it's still hold
There's
those
some fun
days dear to
shit.
my heart. We got to see some cool shit together, man.
Heck yeah.
I wanted.
And,
It's gonna take a lot to beat you and I dancing to fucking the Belcher singing in the fucking Fox.
Oh, in the panel, yeah,
for the animation.
Oh yeah, the animation Hulu.
Hulu, whatever the fuck they call that thing. That was so.
I'm trying. Yeah,
I still show that clip to Val, and she's just like, like tears roll down her face. She
I
cries
forgot
so hard.
all about that.
Every
That was so
fucking time.
wild.
Bob can fix it.
Oh man, but yeah, something I teased. We were talking briefly. I wanted to mention. Have you started any of the new season of King of the Hill yet?
Yes, I knew you were talking about it. Yeah. Oh, of course.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited. How is it
3
so
episodes
far?
down. It is not the reviews that were being said of like, holy shit, this is a return to form. This is back to like the original series. I agree.
Oh, okay. I felt like by the end of the last season, it was hitting that stride.
Yes,
Fully there.
Season 1 was like reacclimating us, reintroducing any of the new information we need to know about all of the characters that we know and love. As soon as we start season 2, we are right back into the groove of how it used to be. And it's like fell right back into the traditional plot pattern for King of the Hill, but in a modern world. It's like that's the only thing that has changed is everyone's older and it's more relevant references, like present day references, and that's it. Like it's truly back to what I know and love King of the Hill to be. So get ready to just enjoy. It's like it feels nostalgic while still being new at the same time.
I saw a screenshot of Hank visiting Lady Bird's fucking graveyard. I'm like, oh man, because I'm like, they didn't even mention Lady Bird at all, man. That's kind of a slap in the face. I'm happy to see.
She gets her own. No, see what? No, this is fucked up. So, all right, we watched the Odyssey, right? There's that scene in the Odyssey.
The throwing puppy. Yeah. Well, yep.
I fucking bawled my eyes out after Odysseus got to see him off.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get home. Like, yeah, like, it's like, oh, hey, you know what? King of the Hills posted. Let's unwind. Let's watch something a different direction. Second episode in, you're hit with that. And I'm like, oh, and it just came back. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. Like, but it's honestly the scene in King of the Hill, though, is so beautiful. And it's done in such a Hank way that, like, just short of him just bawling his eyes out, is like, you could tell it's already happened.
Oh, 100%.
It's like he's spent his time, but he still has such reverence for Lady Bird, just as we as an audience do, and those in the audience that know what that feels like. They treat it so well, and you're gonna have a whole different respect for Caesar salad after.
Fair enough. And then, hey, if there's nothing else you want to talk about, but one thing, the biggest thing over the past, it started last week and more stuff has arisen this week, but your state, my state, 10 other states have filed a lawsuit against the Paramount Warner Bros. Merger, and the judge just put a 14-day pause on it. So how do you feel about all that?
I think they're finally going to look through this thing with a fine-tooth comb like they should have from the beginning and realize, this enormous of an entity probably shouldn't exist. We can't have 3 fucking companies making all of our media in America. That's fucking insane. So
a little bit.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because, yes, 14 days, they can up it, they can change it. But yeah, if they don't I think, what is it, by September or is it November? If they don't close the deal, every 3 months, Paramount has to pay, I think, $60 million to WB shareholders. So it's like,
yeah, they're footing the bill until everything's settled. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
They can't survive doing that for too long. So
no, it's already not their money in the first place, and it's like, good luck. And then something similar like this happened in the UK, but it was more of the pause until a pause that went on for a year. So it's like this could continue on further and really delay this bitch. And I'm intrigued. See how it all unfolds.
Exactly. This is going to be, because it's going to be so impactful for how the rest of the industry functions and what's going to happen moving forward. Because this is going to, the longer this goes, the more budgets of movies this is just going to eat up. The whole things won't exist now because this happens.
Watch out, Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
That's going away.
Yeah, but no. So I hope some good comes out of this now.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's a nice roadblock, at least.
We just have to pop our popcorn and watch the show and see what happens.
There you go. Watch as it burns down. I don't know. So that's I think gonna do it. I gotta go fucking pack.
Dude.
Maybe get a nap.
Come on out.
Before I head out to the...
We're wrapping up the show. Why don't you come on out to California?
I think I might.
Right now.
I'll be there in a few hours, man. I'll be there by noon.
There you go. Like I said, I'll do my best. I'll try to figure out a way I can at least come say hi.
Yeah, maybe we might do a little live stream here or there.
At the very least. I would hope for that to happen. Yeah.
But if not, at least do a catch up of the whole thing. I don't know, at some point.
Yeah, you toasties will get a download. All about we'll talk about all the
you hear about all the things I planned on doing and then how none of it happened.
Go get one of those fucking awesome breakfast sandwiches.
I've been thinking. Don't think I have.
Yes,
man. I'm ready for it, man.
I should have worn the hat for the episode. I still have the hat.
I forgot you got one. That's badass. Nice. All right, man.
All right.
Well, we did it. It's short. 2 hours, 18 seconds.
Shorter than the Odyssey.
So exactly. You can listen to this 1 1/3 time. Or go see the Odyssey. We're not going to tell you what to do, but
just go see the Odyssey. No, just go see the
Odyssey. You've already watched this.
Exactly. If you made it this far. Yeah. All right, folks.
All right.
Till next time.